On April 10th of 2024, I uploaded a video to my main channel about Twomad. He's a creator we've talked about a lot in this channel, someone I spoke to on stream a few times, and overall someone who was involved in one of the most complicated and difficult to unravel situations in the history of me covering stuff. The video is 2 hours and 6 minutes long, and in it I made the case that while he was a pretty bad person, I've seen no direct evidence he was a racist or a pedophile, and therefore I wasn't inclined to believe James Key's word on it. I was basically asking for transparency on that issue in particular. The response to it on Twitter was pretty insane. People saying they're glad he's dead, once again calling him a rapist and a pedophile. It was basically a smaller scale repeat of what happened the day that people found out that he died initially. Now make no mistake, Twomad was not a good person, and that's why in the video I refrained from defending his character, because the dude was a nut job who hurt a lot of people when he was alive. And honestly, I think that Goldie Bell's story for the most part is actually true. It's frustrating to have so many people assume that my video was defending him without even watching it, but at the same time, I'm not a big stranger to having videos taken out of context or mischaracterized, so whatever. I guess I couldn't have expected any different when you're covering a controversial subject like this. While on Twitter the response was pretty insane, on YouTube people who actually watched it thought it was good. People seemed to understand the story for what it was. There were of course the people who came from Twitter to leave a comment and like never watched the video, and they were just people who were like, Twomad is a file or whatever, which, I mean, maybe he is. James Key said he is, but I have no evidence of that, so why would I believe that? And then you had the other people on Twomad's, side. The three Twomad defenders left who are like, Twomad did nothing wrong, which is not true. That's just not true. That's eternal cope. But seemingly most of the people who actually watched the video all the way through actually got it. Unfortunately, it seems someone didn't want this story to be told in this way. The original upload of the video was removed by YouTube less than a day after it was posted. Curiously, I didn't receive a strike or even a warning for this video. It just went down, which is not typical in my experience anyway. YouTube emailed me claiming it was removed for showing footage of violent physical sexual assault. I found this perplexing because there was no footage of such throughout the entire video, and by the time it was taken down, 600,000 people had seen this video, and no one had mentioned anything about SA footage. Everything in the video is stuff that's already been published elsewhere with no issues. So I was very perplexed by this going down. I was really confused. I did not understand it. So I emailed YouTube and they got back to me eventually explaining the violation was at the 1 hour and 7 minute mark in the video. And this is the part of my video which showed Twomad talking to Goldie Bell the night of the alleged SA incident with the camera pointed at the ceiling. And the way we got this video was when we were on stream talking to Twomad, he just sent it to us for us to watch. And it was on YouTube for a long time. I think it's been on YouTube for like 6 months at this point, 7 months. Now to be clear, this is an uncomfortable video to listen to, as Twomad asks her if he can touch her and she says no, while they talk about the subject of sex, etc. But there's no footage of violent physical SA within it. So I was pretty perplexed by this being taken down. Obviously, I've never had something taken down like this before. I emailed YouTube asking for further explanation of how this footage violates their policies or why it's on YouTube on like 10 other channels and was never removed there, but it was in my case removed, and I was never given a real explanation. They stopped responding to my emails, so I don't really know to this day why this particular footage is seen as so bad for them. So that's all the explanation I have on YouTube's end. Everything else is just speculation, basically. Honestly, a lot of the memes on Twitter about this whole thing were pretty funny. People saying Twomad was alone and then a picture of Winston from Overwatch. That was epic. But I guess some of the further commentary about how this dude's a pedo and a rapist when there's no evidence of that's pretty frustrating. And the thing is, once again, like, I'm not asking for evidence from James Key because I want to defend Twomad. It's just like, he said the document would clarify things and clear them up, and it didn't really clarify anything to me. I mean, keep this in mind. As horrible as this dude was, right? He still has a family. He has a mom and dad and a brother, and all of them had to see the shit go down and watch as people dance on the grave of their child.
I think that what happened on Twitter that day, the day his death was announced, not specifically the day he died, but the day his death was announced, was like one of the most disgusting, deplorable things I've ever seen. I mean, Twomad is dead. He couldn't see it, but his parents could, his brother could, and they fucking did. I know that they did.
Yeah. And
the fact that people did it for impressions and just to like shit on someone's tombstone, it's just fucking, yeah, it's disgusting. And I wasn't friends with him, but I was friendly with him. And I thought, yeah, what a fucking shame.
And if he groomed a kid, then I would be understanding of people dancing on his grave. That would be justified. And if you think what Twomad did to that girl was so bad, you want to piss on his grave, that's your personal opinion. I just wish that people would work with the facts of the situation. And, it doesn't seem like they are really. Not even Goldie Bell herself, the one person he actually did victimize by relentlessly stalking her and saying crazy shit to her and potentially assaulting her, said that she was glad that he died. And yet all these people are like living vicariously through the situation or something. I don't know. It's fucked up. But I think ultimately Ultimately, a lot of this is Twomad's fault because, you know, he didn't really want a good legacy. He didn't really want to be remembered. He didn't seemingly want to save himself by the end. He just really wanted to piss off the most sensitive communities of the internet, like the art community or the trans community, because he thought it was hilarious. He personally liked it. And that's why a lot of these people are truly pissing on his grave. I don't think a lot of it is about them thinking that he's a pedo, because they have no real reason to believe that. I think they just heard that from someone, and I think the real reason is because he said the thing about Brianna Gay or whatever, that she was the 16-year-old trans girl who was murdered, that Twomad was like, this is my new girlfriend, which is obviously such a fucking stupid, idiotic thing to say. And it seems to me that because of Twomad's efforts seemingly to destroy his own reputation and piss off these communities, they're unwilling to even hear his story. And you know what? That's their prerogative. If that's what they want to do, you know, that's up to them, really. There's not a lot to say past that. Obviously, I wish my video wasn't being mischaracterized, but you know, it's ultimately, a lot of this is the result of what Twomad said in his final months on this earth. Some people have speculated that James Key directly took down this video. As fun of a narrative as that can be, I have no reason to believe that at all, and so I'm not going to say that because, you know, there's no evidence. There wasn't even evidence back in the day that he flagged Twomad's Twitter account. So it seems to me that James Key probably had nothing to do with it, as far as I'm concerned. But it does seem to me that this video specifically that Twomad sent us is in YouTube's system now, as others are being hit for the exact same thing. You can see Gokanaru here got it taken down, and a strike was applied to his channel after he ended up appealing it, which is fucking insane. They're not supposed to do that. Like, YouTube is not supposed to give you a strike once you appeal a decision. They're supposed to just be like, okay, we're upholding this standard. It's not typical. So this is like, there's some weird shit going on with YouTube here with this video in particular. They're having a very harsh crackdown on it. You're supposed to just uphold the decision if you appeal it, not strike it. And basically, as I was recording this video, YouTube ended up taking down my original stream interview with Twomad. So apparently, someone somewhere, for whatever reason, doesn't think this footage should be seen by anyone. I thought maybe it was Jameski, but he included the footage in his own Google document, so like, why would he be taking it down now from YouTube? It doesn't really make sense. And I mean, I was able to upload my video after this once I removed it with no problems. And you know, the original Twomad video obviously is down, but everything in it minus that part is on YouTube now. So it's kind of confusing. And like, let's say you think it is Jameski and walk down that line of logic. Do you really think he has that kind of like institutional power to just be like in the fucking dick of YouTube? I don't think so. It seems like some kind of weird policy enforcement by YouTube themselves because they're aware of the case. So yeah, regardless, I took out that footage from the video and I re-uploaded it. So you can watch the new version of it now if you want to, you know, see the Twomad story on my main channel. And the stream has also been edited to remove that footage. So the full interview is available here, albeit, you know, minus the part where he showed us that footage because, you know, they took it down twice, but we managed to get a 720p rip of the video. I'm sorry for the lower quality. It's all we had to work with right now, but it's still, you know, it's listenable. The audio is fine, so you can listen to the entire thing, and it looks okay. It's just like a little scuffed. It's unfortunately all I have, you know, before I could even re-download that video. I literally like woke up and I saw that people's videos are going down, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym, come back and do this. And by the time I was back from the gym, the stream was down. The Twomad stream interview, re-upload, whatever clip on YouTube was down. So yeah, we're going to cut that out and put it here for you guys to watch. It's a weird situation. I think the story is pretty much concluded. I don't think there's much I could really add to it at this point. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Bye. Well, also hello. Hey, old Tom, why don't you pitch in on this conversation? Out of literally any YouTuber allegations, the Twomad story has been the hardest to follow in terms of what actually happened. I've covered it a few times with minor updates, and the alleged victim is now suing Twomad for harassment in civil court, demanding money from him as a result of what he allegedly did. As for what he actually did, or what she claims he did, well, we have a few screenshots. She says, I didn't really say much, but yeah, the thing was nothing compared to what happened earlier. Basically, I was extremely uncomfortable and telling him to stop touching me. He kept grabbing my thighs and messing with my skirt, started like touching my feet, and I'm literally stuck in a corner basically. And the MF stands up, takes out his and kept telling me to grab it and look at it and stuff. And keep in mind, I'm super uncomfortable. I told him to put it away, and he kept getting closer to me, doing same shit until I tried leaving the room. He grabbed me from behind. He was still hard, and I could feel it against my back as I was trying to get away, and he was still like grabbing me and stuff. Sorry for wall of text. Oops, he did that twice. We also have another screenshot where she says, yeah, I met him in October 2022. I hung out with him in person a few times. There's seriously so much insanely terrible stuff he did to me. It would take ages to explain, but the highlights is he was taking a lot of drugs, pressured me into schmecks, verbally belittling me constantly, jokes about things like if I kill myself it would be hot, that he would kill me and stuff, locked me outside of his house in the middle of the night for fun. Then when he asked me to come over to apologize, he sexually assaulted me by me the whole time while I kept pushing his hands off, telling him no, pressured me into again after I asked, does it matter if I don't want to? He said no, then grabbed me as I was trying to run out of his house's front door, started grabbing me like I was crying, and I had to use my full power to get him off. His friend showed up as I was running to my car and helped me get out after Twomad started running to my car as I was about to go. Then that night he saw XQC and his girlfriend and told them everything because he thought it was so funny. So as you can tell here, like, we're already really in the weeds here. These allegations are pretty out there, and you know, everything here is alleged, obviously. Well, Twomad's one of the more talented people the last few years. You know, I was pretty into his content back in the day, so full disclosure, I did feel a level of investment here, not to prove him like right or prove him innocent or something, but just to try to get to the bottom of like what's happening here. Because at the end of the day, if he did what this girl's claiming, I mean, that's not good, right? That's obviously not good. And I just want to get to the bottom of what actually went down. And I feel like, you know, because of the fact Twomad's just been like schizo tweeting for the last while, nobody's really heard what he's had to say. He's joined a few streams of mine before, like, and just said some incoherent babble about driving in Oregon and then left. So I really wanted to like get his take. And while I was live streaming, Twomad started messaging me, and then he asked to hop on, and he basically did a live interview with me and a few others, provided some videos and screenshots, and also said a lot of weird or dumb stuff on the air. And he also provided some, you know, interesting commentary and helpful context. Really was a mixed bag, I would say. And we tried to piece together what actually happened during this entire thing. At the end of it all, still not clear to me what actually went down, but we did our best to get what we could out of him. Keep in mind, I'm not responsible for what Twomad says. I just wanted to hear him out and see what he's, you know, saying, see what his side is. I think he's entitled to that, at least, to be listened to. And also keep in mind, everything here is alleged for all legal reasons, both claims about Twomad and claims from him about, you know, the girl and whatever. So yeah, just for legal reasons, and, you know, frankly, just my own reasons. Like, I don't know what happened here. I'm just trying to listen to his side and see what he has to say. That's all. Enjoy.
You know, the problem with it is that people need to shut the up when they get canceled, because your head's going to be spinning and you need to regain your thoughts.
Yeah. Have you done that?
No.
I watched the Twomad schizo video, and I'm really trying to parse how much is like 4D chess, and I'm not convinced it's actually that 4D chess. I'm starting to believe he might just be lapsing. I don't know.
Yeah, he actually messaged me while we were live. He's just
yeah.
He's a idiot. He's like, I don't get why the video didn't blow up. I was like, it's 480p.
Oh, like the response.
Yeah. It's a bad response. It's like 480p. Because, it's not even a real response. It's just insane rambling for 40 minutes, inconcise. Anybody who clicked the first 3 minutes is gonna click off, like I did.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it, bro. I reacted to it live, and I was just like, oh. Like the first 20 minutes are really just like, whoa. Like, he got me though on a few parts. I did laugh, I have to say. Like,
no, he's funny. Like, he's funny, undoubtedly. Yeah.
But yes, it got, when he actually started like talking about the situation, I was like, holy, this is the worst way to handle this. But, you know, that's, I guess, part of the meme is that he just doesn't give a so whatever.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Apparently, did Jabroni already do his video? I actually want to check. I was told that he did. Did he do? I thought he was gonna do like a new video going over the court document. Oh, he did.
Like, he uploaded it like
one day ago.
This morning. I watched it.
Yeah, was it good?
Honestly, I already knew everything, so I guess I wouldn't say it was that good. He went over the court case, which was actually, I guess that was technically novel if you wanted to watch just that part to see what she's claiming. But yeah, it's not good. Like, it's basically, she claimed like he would get her high and drunk. She was like scared to not consent, so she sucked him off. It's just like depressing sounding. You know, he claims obviously that's not true, but Twomad admits to basically harassing her with like the DMs and trying to kind of manipulate her, because there's like some messages where he's just being a scumbag, and he's like, you won't encounter anyone with as much money as me or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's
it's like, it's such a,
but
sorry,
like,
go on.
I was gonna say that's I don't really care about someone like quote unquote manipulating girls if they're like if they're a legal adult. I don't really buy into that. Like, you're an adult, just like make your decision. If there was like forced coercion, that's another thing. Undoubtedly.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at too. That complicates everything. Is that like, it is one of those things where it's like what is Twomad memeing? Like, being a dumb fuck, and what is not? I guess you should assume he's just not memeing, because like, if you look at his apology video, which he now claims was completely fake, like he literally was like, yeah, no, somebody wrote the an apology for me. Yeah, and I just sent it to like make her feel better. So like, the apology's not real. And then there's the piece of paper that he printed and signed that's like saying, you know, I won't, you know, make any advances toward you or whatever. And that's just its whole own complicated thing, where it's like, he was probably serious with that, right? Or was he just f***ing around? Like, I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I'm curious how much of his video will be admissible in court, considering that like he kind of flip-flops on like what's true or not, you know. I'm sure it's not gonna look good.
Like, he calls her a dumb, and like, you know, he like says like she's she's just looking for clout and fame and money because she's stuck in like an arts degree and she won't make any money till she's 30, whereas he'll retire early. Like
he's definitely not making money
it
right
just
now.
comes off like schizo ramblings, but like I don't know, it's Twomad, so it's obviously unique, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I talked to him about money once, and he was surprised by the money I was making. He was telling me, he was like, I mean, I had good months, but you know, I'm just not doing anything right now. And the thing is, I started talking to him at some point, and I was like, wait, why are you like not posting and stuff? Because I was just curious. This was like months ago. Like this is like before this went down.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I just had like a bad breakup, and I was like, oh. And then he was like, do you have a girlfriend? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Every day, that must be like nice. And I was like, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really know what I'm supposed to say to that.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
He seems to be very like obsessed, like very much.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely comes off like a brutal coomer in the response video, because I know you didn't make it through it, but like I did, and I like tried to parse what was
Yeah,
like,
I saw you posted like a
useful or
10-minute supercut, like, you know, the best of.
Yeah, it's not even worth reacting to, but like I can just tell you what is, I guess, interesting. He says he's a virgin, basically. Like I think he says he still is, but he like, you know, got his dick sucked by or whatever. Honestly, the way that he talks about her is just like sounds so degenerate. Like, oh man, like he's literally like, the way he says, like the way that he met her was he messaged her to suck his dick, and then she said no, and so he blocked her, and then like a month later he messaged the same thing, blocked her, unblocked her, and offered money, and then she accepted. So he's like, and then he's like, I dated a prostitute.
Jesus. Daniel Baker in chat. I'm sorry. I just need to. I'm just trying to get triggered to this comment, but someone's saying using the power dynamic is bad. That's just such a vague, like the whole power dynamic thing. I don't really buy like as being a problem unless the person, you know, who is in the position of power is significantly older, and that's the dynamic. If it's just like can people with money not people who don't have money or vice versa? Like I just don't really see the.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing with power dynamics is that they are always present no matter what.
There's there's always a power level difference, right? Always.
Yeah, like to say that, like, you know, one person, oh, it's up, it's a power dynamic or whatever, it's like, yes, but there are power dynamics in relationships always. You're never on completely equal.
Like, can you only date someone who has like your exact tax bracket, who also is your exact age, who also, like, you know, is in the same field as you, who also is like I don't really know what people expect. Like, you know, like poor or middle class women are attracted to men with wealth, and sometimes vice versa. I don't think it's wrong to date, you know, out of your pay grade.
Right.
But
I mean, the main thing it comes down to is like, are you using your power leverage in a way?
Are you abusing it, right? Are you
abusing it? Yeah. It's one of those things where like you can have power, right, and just like not be a despot, right, like not be a dickhead. But a lot of people, like, they literally are losers the majority of their lives, and like especially with the internet, you know, if you blow up and you get super popular, make a ton of money out of nowhere, and you're basically like a loser who just plays video games. Yeah, I mean, I could see how you might get like, you know, a bit corrupted by like the power of having a ton of money and
that's true, but to be clear, like I think it's like scummy for Twomad to, like, you know, be like, yo, you want to suck my dick for money? Like that is gross. Like I wouldn't do that, but I don't really care. What I would care about is if he like shoved her and was like, suck my dick or something. Like that would be something I would care about, but I don't know that he did that. That's unproven to me as of yet, you know.
Well, yeah, that's kind of I mean, either way, I mean, Twomad pretty much already knows, like, he's kind of is just open about just being kind of a scum. Like,
yeah,
but he basically says in the video, like, I did some of it, you know, the stuff that's like provable with like the harassing her with the fucking messages, but I didn't fucking, you know, sexually assault her. That's basically if I can summarize his fucking video, he says, I didn't stalk her and, you know, assault her, but yes, I was a fucking weirdo basically, and like, you know, tried to manipulate her. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry, I'm actually just messaging him right now. I feel like he's just like trolling me at this point. He's like, what do you mean? Like, it's bad because it's like low quality video? Like, I just need a better camera?
Yeah, that sounds like he's just with you. Like, yeah, man, I don't know, Twomad's like the one of the most unique content creators ever, like, for real. I mean,
he's like, we talked about him a few years ago, and how like I see him as like generational talent, like Filthy Frank tier, like so good. He's so good,
for sure. I think that's why he got onto Cold One so fast, bro. Like, Max Mofo saw that shit in him, you know.
Yeah, undoubtedly. It just sucks that he has fallen off this hard, and like is having like this mental breakdown and can't even, maybe he's just so self-destructive he like literally doesn't care, which would be a really sad place to be. But at that point, like, if he's not gonna help himself and nobody else around him is gonna help him, like, I don't know, like, what, like, I'm thinking, like, what's his family doing? Is his family not gonna help this guy?
I know a little bit about it. I know he has some weird relationship with his family. His sister called the cops on him once. That's a meme. There's a video of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, that's pretty much all I know. Like, his family's, I don't know, his situation's just weird, but
like, I feel like if I was having this kind of like mental breakdown, like day one, I'd have someone who would like what the wrong with this kid. Let's deal with this. Let's get him
Well,
in an institution
I
or
can almost
something.
guarantee you. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I can almost guarantee you that like a lot of at least YouTubers or like a lot of friends, sorry, reached out and like tried to kind of reel him in, but he just kind of refused. You know what I mean?
I know he lived in Australia for a bit with Anything for Views or whatever.
Yeah, he lived at Anything for Views place.
I would be curious if they've, you know, reached out at all and been like, yo, this guy, like, can we help you or something? Or maybe they had a falling out. I don't really know. I don't want to speculate too much. I'm just, you know, talking bullshit hypotheticals here. But
yeah.
I do wonder, like, what's the series of events that led this guy to literally, like, he's messaging me. Why are you messaging me? I'm the guy who's going to make a video calling you retarded. Like, why are you talking to me?
Are you already planning that?
I don't know that I'm planning it, but like
eventually it could happen.
I mean, it kind of follows. Like, he's, you know, maybe the type of person that I would say, like, you know, you fell off. I'm going to talk about you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not totally out of the realm possibility. He knows my content. Like, he had messaged me a few times, being like, yo, you're dope, and I was like, thanks. And it's like, you know, I don't know. I just wish that he had some more self-awareness about it. You know, he really needs to have, like, to just get a grip. He needs to get a grip. At this point, it's clear he's somewhat in control of his faculties, and he's just deciding not to do anything.
Okay, here's what I'll tell you. When I saw his response, here's what I was thinking the entire time. What the fuck are you doing? If you really don't want this to end your career, which he says in that video, I'm fine. I have not fallen off. I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna retire early. All this, like, he seems, you know, to think like he's gonna be all good. Why the are you making these videos months and months after these allegations and like stoking the fire in the weirdest way in front of your audience? If you really were that confident and like you really wanted to just blow past this, you would just upload and your audience wouldn't give a fuck.
Here's the thing with the response too, like anytime like someone like, let's say Quite or someone like that, or like, you know, Pyrocynical, whatever, posts like a response to allegations, it becomes like their most popular video because it's like literally the hottest drama is being accused of being like a rapist or pedophile these days, right? That's like the #1 thing.
What an awful state of affairs, but yeah. Okay.
But that is the state we're in. And so it's like, from
yeah.
his perspective, if he had just made a compelling response, he could have had a slam dunk, and it probably would have reignited his career, realistically, if it was like false allegations. But instead, he just makes this like incoherent video he recorded, probably while he was high or something. He like records it, the mic's blown out, it's unwatchable, and that's his response. Like,
yeah,
he clearly is not okay. If he were to come back, he would have to grind his fucking ass off, and that's after the lawsuit, which I think, you know, a lot of people seem to think he might lose. So he just seems like someone who's totally disinterested in his own success. Even before this, I mean, he wasn't posting for like 4 months, right? Like, there was clearly something going on with the guy, and it's one of those things where like I kind of want to, like, I don't know, help him or something. But he asked me at one point to like cover his court costs. I was like, no.
Wow, damn. Yeah, no, I mean, here's the thing with Twomad, he like alienated everybody, bro. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm aware, at least, I mean, the majority of the people online who like associated with him, you think they want to associate with him now, like, especially like Max and Chad, like, they're actually trying to make Cold Ones like a big enterprise.
Yeah, and they got cool shirts or whatever. It's like a big business.
You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of awful.
Yeah.
Because like it's like literally one of these things too, where Twomad, again, even if and you know, he's claiming he didn't sexually assault her in that video, he is literally saying like, it's just like, all right, this is kind of just scum. Like, you know what I mean? Like any brand would look at that and be like, what the?
I mean, there's just no benefit to saying stuff like that. Like, I was trying to tell him, I was like, dude, I know you're not a pedophile, but like, there's just no reason to like tweet the picture of the trans 16-year-old who's dead, like, repeatedly, be like, she's so sexy. Like, there's no benefit to that. I even think it's funny. Like, I can acknowledge like there's a funny aspect to joking about something that's that up. Like, I almost get it, but it's like, just why? Like, why do that to yourself? You know the response you're gonna get if you're in that position. And he just seems to genuinely just not fucking care, and even revel in the idea that people think he's file or something.
Right. I think it's like death drive, bro. Like, he's kind of you know, undermining his own, like, what he actually wants, right? Like, he's literally not.
He's just driving in Oregon, dude. That's it.
He's just driving in Oregon, yeah, straight into a wall.
Hunter says, is Ronald still here? No, he's gone. Ronald had bedtime. He had his grape juice.
We lost Ronnie.
Good night, Ronald. I gave him some warm milk through Uber Eats. He's going to bed now. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's pretty sad to see. I honestly, like, I hope that the allegations end up being false in some way, and I hope he beats the lawsuit and comes back to YouTube somehow and proven wrong. I don't think that's gonna happen, but that would be cool. Yeah, you know. Yeah,
I don't know, bro. Watching those videos, it's weird because yes, he does seem like he's not insane, I guess, at certain points, but his actions are definitely insane. Like, you know, I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where it's like me watching that just like actually infected my brain. It felt like I just had a fever for like 3 days.
Yeah, that's why I was like, when I started watching that video, I was like, by the time this is over, my head's gonna hurt, so I'm just not gonna do this to myself right now. I'll probably do it. I probably will have to do either an update video on Tom Dark, or maybe I'll do a main channel video about him at some point. I don't know. I have a full docket at this point, but yeah, it's not even that fun of a story. It's just like you're an idiot.
It's like talented guy blows himself up.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
And it is one of those things too. I don't even think like Twomad as a topic is like I don't know how to put it, but like gonna get views really.
I mean, yeah. So I was surprised at how much he's kind of fallen off in the public eye. Like I did a second channel video about the allegations, which like usually for a creator who has millions of subs, if you do a video on their allegations, you're gonna get 400, 500K views minimum, right? That's bottom line.
Yeah.
You might be touching a mil, you know, especially when it's breaking. Everybody wants to know that. I remember when the Dream went down, there was videos blowing the up about that stuff. My video about the Twomad stuff got like, I think 150K, maybe.
Yeah,
175. Oh, was it 170? Okay, there you go. Like, that's not bad, but it's not that good either. You know, it's not that amazing for someone you know that was at his level.
Yeah, but couple that now with like 2 or 3 months of him just posting like a total idiot on Twitter. And then these responses that he upload, you getting literally less views than your coverage of his situation.
Well, I think I think it's like you're probably familiar with the phrase familiarity breeds contempt. Like every time anyone's heard of him in the last 4 months, it's just been that he's a schizo, or there's allegations, or he's going crazy, or he tweeted another dumb thing. So this way, like people just aren't really inclined to click on stuff about him, even when it's a controversy. You know, part of the reason why it's so compelling to see like a controversy about some of these bigger creators, like let's say Quite, is because they're mostly controversy-less.
Oh right.
Whereas Twomad is just like it's the norm now.
Right. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's diluted. Wow, what a world. His controversy is too diluted.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's my, theory. Twomad's in chat. He says, it's like trying to cancel a homeless person. I'm not an idiot. I'm demonstrating exactly what the social stuff doesn't apply to me.
Okay.
Should I just add him? He said open Discord.
Yeah, bro. F it.
Okay, here we go, guys. Twomad call.
Oh my God.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Twomad, what's good, brother?
Dude, I don't want to talk to Ronald Riz. Okay, whatever.
Ronald's not in here. You're fine.
Okay. That's a real guy, eh?
Yeah, he's a real guy.
I think so.
Good edits.
Dude, what's your whole swag going on right now? This response, you're not actually delusional that you think it's
good.
Dude,
you know why? Okay, it's not that bad. It's watchable.
It's unwatchable, dude. I turned it off.
It's not unwatchable. You turned it off.
I shot myself in the throat after watching it.
I have to watch furries have
C920 mic. There's that one streamer with the C920 mic that there's millions of views on J-Flat C920 videos. Like this is like it's irreverent.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be like a serious response.
Yeah, but why the thing is okay, so there's a balance to be struck with so you were talking about this dude fell off, right? Okay, so he gets canceled, still fell off, right? Okay, so part of that is like, okay, well you haven't posted anything interesting in a while.
Yeah.
And the other part of it is you just straight up aren't like you don't care, like unironically uncancelable.
I get what you're saying. You're trying to like set a precedent where people don't give a
Well, no, I'm just setting myself at like I'm setting the norm for me. Here we go. This and hit the mute button there. I'm setting the norm to be at like a place that I'm a little bit more comfortable with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. Yeah.
But is that like, is that to your benefit right now? Like, are you really, has this benefited your life in any way?
Yes, in the sense that where it's like, it makes me more comfortable. Like, it's more comfortable for a reason, right?
But like, what do you mean more comfortable? Like, you don't have anxiety? Is that
I'll explain. Well, it's not exactly anxiety. It's being beholden to people, like being beholden to the internet. Well, being beholden to the internet. You know, like if you give a about what people think, you're beholden to them.
Yeah, but like, you realize how that can like result in you going like off the rails and smashing into a brick wall?
All right, what's the worst thing that I did? What's the most off the rails thing I did?
I mean, you're being sued right now. Yeah.
Oh, the being sued thing, I didn't do that to myself. I did that to myself a year and a half ago, but that was a year and a half ago.
What do you mean did it to yourself as in like you did what she said,
like
or you're just saying like what happened?
Yeah, what I'm being sued for, I did it a year and a half ago.
Okay. But now your response to it is to like make this like insane video where you just like blow out the mic and say a bunch of bullshit, babble, and like scream like
so the alternative is to say nothing.
Yeah, it's a lawsuit, an ongoing lawsuit. Do you have to comment right now?
But if you say nothing, it's like then it's like I'm beholden to people.
Couldn't you just make a statement and be like, yeah, I mean, I'm just dealing with it right now, like, you know, I'm gonna deal with it legally in the proper channel. Like, I feel like there's literally no benefit to that video. The first time that whole audience has heard of you is just like schizo unwatchable video. It's like your editing was always like schizo. And, like that's your sense of humor, but it's like a straight up video.
One, you have to admit that it's somewhat watchable.
Not really.
I can't see it, bro. I can't see it
because it's audio.
Twomad, like what dimension does it make sense? Like in the sense of you want your audience to just be on this wave of I don't give a
No. If you don't care about what they think, like, to be fair, like, I could have just, like, said nothing about, I feel like I came close to that where I just, like, you could just say nothing about the drama, but, so I was just, like, not taking it serious, and honestly, I could totally do that. I could just go make, like, some genius videos whenever I feel better, and just that's probably how it's gonna work. I could say way less about the situation. I could say nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't say nothing. But what I said was, what did I do exactly? It's well, I'm getting sued, right? But you guys didn't say I was getting sued. You guys talking about tweets?
Well, I was saying
We're talking about the lawsuit
in
as
your
well.
own video said basically like I did do some shit that was like stupid or up, but it's all public. Like it's all the stuff that there's proof for.
And they're always gonna think that I'm guilty of something that I'm not. Like no matter what I say, they're always gonna be like, I don't know, or I'm gonna think that.
Sorry, wait, what are you saying? Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I was going off on the rails, but it's like they're always gonna think that I'm more guilty than I am. Like people aren't like. They're gonna be like, did you do it? Did you do it? Like, because I got accused. Like, did you do it? Did you do it?
Yeah.
So the kids thing was definitely like a big thing.
I mean, there's like once again, like there's just I get that like you think it's funny and I get it, but like you're just stirring up needless controversy when you do stuff like that, and like it doesn't like make you appeal to more people.
Based. Who does that? It's based, isn't it? Is it not based?
I don't think it's that based, dude. I think it's just like self-destructive and stupid. I don't think it's based to
Why
like ruin your life.
What's self-destructive? Okay, but I didn't ruin my life.
You're ruining people's perception of you and like your only job, which is YouTube.
Okay, but people being who? 60% liked my video, 40% didn't. Okay, let's chop up that 40%. Emily BLM, I don't give a f. Alright? She didn't like me before the allegations because edgy videos or whatever.
Who didn't?
Asian accent. Emily BLM.
Who the f is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Emily Black Lives Matter.
I just don't know who that is. Like, honestly.
It's not a person. It's like a persona. Emily.
It's like
white people.
A phenotype.
You're saying the people who sue you, the types of people.
Yes.
Who sue you? Gotcha,
Yeah.
bro. Okay, he's saying like white people who are like liberals, like give a shit about identity politics, whatever.
Word.
So all right, so but Twomad, like I still don't get it, bro. Like do you understand how this is still kind of stupid? Like if you were actually trying to, I guess, theoretically like move past it or whatever, you would just, I guess, not have uploaded that video. I mean,
but I'm addicted to Twitter. And wait, not upload that. Wait, why not upload that?
If you're aware of that, like why not just like not
Twitter, or that
tweet?
you're addicted to attention, bro.
Well, both, I guess.
But
it's not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay. Do you want to walk us through like what you are, because like you basically say like I didn't do what she's saying. I did some stuff that was like not too bad, but it was weird, but it wasn't that weird.
Yeah. So my prediction.
What is the stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah, my prediction is like, so basically it's literally what I said in the video, which is just like she's traumatized by somebody else, so she's like having an overreaction to what happened to her. So like the actual like intelligent opinion on like what actually happened is like pretty innocuous, non-excessive. But it's like it's still not good, just in the sense of like, because she's traumatized, it's like I should have been more delicate about it. But what I did is like she's definitely like, she's gay, like she's a little gay person. Like,
do you think that anything you've said on like Twitter or in the video was like admissible in court in any way?
Yes.
Do you think that would like
do you
think that would bode well for you in court or no?
They're gonna try their hardest to like paint this image, but I feel like that's what you do when you have way too much money. The thing is, just like they're not gonna take the tweets and be like, ah yes, he's schizo.
They might. I mean, I don't think that's what they say. I think they'd take it and be like, why is he like just saying all this bullshit, contradicting himself? Like it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, there's like the contradicting thing, but like
that's like
also
a big
it's just
deal.
like, well, not as bad as it is, because like it's gonna all get aggregated anyways, right? All together, testify, and then they're gonna look at the tweets and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then like, just what are you doing?
Wait up, Twomad, are you saying that you're like spewing a ton of shit out there so that they have to like spend more time with lawyers and like waste more money? What's
No, that's not. No, I'm just doing what I want.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, bro, I'm still kind of confused. You're doing what you want, but you're saying there's like an angle to it where it's intelligent. Like I want you to like kind of be honest with yourself. Like is it really like five head, or is it just funny? Like is it just funny to you?
Yeah, kind of funny. Which part though?
The posting the responses to your main channel, bro, with like the first like 15 minutes is kind of like just,
it's not my main channel.
360s. Okay, my bad. All right, the one with 2 million.
Yeah, I post dog shit on there all the time.
I mean, not for, like,
you're saying I fell off. You're saying I fell off.
Bro, I'm not saying that. I don't give a like about falling off.
No, I'm not saying that you said that I fell off. I know I said but I don't mean that you said that. I mean that you said that I fell off. It's like a concern for the future success. It sounds like you're saying.
Well, bro, yeah, it's one of these things where like if you weren't as talented as you are, nobody would give a and already people do not give a because you're literally alienating yourself with how much of a fucking idiot you're acting like.
Man, why am I idiot? It's based. It's phony. Like it's based. Like there's no way I'm gonna like like this, the landslide significant evidence is on the tweets.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like,
I don't think it would be
funny, like, you're
landslide,
gonna
but
see
what
that
if it's like, what if it's just like, you know, a bunch of
that's
little
funny, though.
things, a bunch of little things adding up that paint you as mentally unwell. Like she can show that you like spam her with messages and you're like kind of a stalker. She can show that on
Yeah,
Twitter
but then
you're
there's that
insane.
1.5
She can
years.
no. She can show
Yes.
that you call her a dumb bitch all the time. That you're like saying
Yeah,
that
but
like
that's
she's
a dumb.
retarded.
So what? She's a dumb.
Okay, dude, but that just doesn't like just you're saying that to me. Say that to the lawyer,
Well,
and the
I'm
lawyer
saying that
and
there's a year
and
and a
say
half.
that to a court. The court's gonna say this
Yeah,
guy's
but
a fucking
the
crazy
court
person.
But you're biased. The court isn't.
That's not true.
No, it's
bro.
not true.
I know you're. I
Yeah.
know you're saying it's not true, but I'm saying you're more biased than the court is. Court.
Bro, do you have like any diagnosed illnesses or something?
Or I think maybe you might be delusional for real.
Okay.
I don't think I understand that the court, a judge, a jury could have bias, and it's totally a factor. But a good lawyer is gonna work against that. A good lawyer is gonna paint it all out like it's like paying a lot of money, like top.
Why are
dollar.
why are you so confident in this that you're just gonna win? Did the lawyer just tell you that he's gonna win?
Because she's trolling. No, the lawyer didn't tell me. I'm gonna ask her. The lawyer says, nah, man, it's hard. But it's just like overall, like my thoughts on it are like I don't think I'm like being delusional. It's just like I don't think what I do is assault, and I have a perfectly good reason that lines up to why she thinks it is.
That's fair. That's fair. And if that's what you're saying, that's fair. But you understand that like a bunch of, you know, signs pointing that you're
Job and you're,
no, not just the Twitter stuff. You messaging her, all the stuff that shows you being obsessed with her and all this. Like, obviously, that's not going to bode well.
A year and a half,
especially.
Yeah,
but it continues now because you tweet about her incessantly.
Because she canceled me. She provoked it. That's what they're going to see.
Okay, we'll say that's to the lawyer. The lawyer's going to say, as you can see, this man's obsessed with this girl and he's clearly guilty. And who knows how this is going to go down in court.
No, they're going to see that I don't give a about her for an entire year and a half, and then she provokes me, and then every time I talk about her, isn't in the sense that I give a about her, but just to make fun of her for canceling my account.
Okay, well, hopefully they see it that way, but I think that
she's obsessed with me.
Hopefully they see it that way, but I don't think it's gonna go that well, dude. I just don't.
Yeah, but the thing is like you're speculating about court. Court is built to be balanced with checks, especially with top dollar lawyer. They're just gonna do everything.
Okay, wait up.
This is also not criminal court. This is civil court, which is like
what state, later. Bro? What state? It's not Canada, right?
California, I think.
Yeah, California, Hollywood, baby.
Can I ask Twomad, have any like I don't know YouTubers or like family members reached out to you and been like, just shut the up? Like, has anyone?
Yeah, my family's reached out to me. YouTubers. Yeah, you guys, YouTubers always. YouTubers have no idea how anything works. I'm joking.
not us, like friends. You're right. I mean, like your friends or whatever. I don't know, colleagues.
Yeah,
bro. What the
my
fuck,
friends. Wait, what?
What the fuck? Like, bro, like Max and Chad and like even Pyro was saying he like reached out to you, but I know Pyro probably didn't give too much of a shit. There's gotta be guys who like reached out and were like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
I feel like Pyro would have like I was gonna ask him like help me with like my video, like in terms of like a vouch or something like that. And he was like, I feel like it could have maybe happened if I didn't do the Brianna Gray thing. Max and Chad, Max just says rest and Chad doesn't care. Chad's probably just like, I don't know, he's like, I met these guys, they're pretty normal ass dudes in person. Like it's not like you know, I feel especially Max and Chad, I don't think they're the types to be like this, oh yes. Assault. Like I know some people are like that. You have allegations. I'm never gonna be your friend. That's not Max and Chad. That's not my family either. My family, like my little brothers, they're young. They're like 16, but they're immediately like, hey.
No, I have a bunch of younger brothers too. I'm pretty sure they'd ride or die. Yeah.
They get it. They're like, you're rich, bro. That's why they cancel.
Are you rich, bro?
I mean, like relatively, right? Like,
how much money do you have in the bank?
California, being rich is like.
I'm wealthy.
Hard, no?
I have like 200K.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's not great.
I thought you'd have more.
It's like,
honestly.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would think I'd have more too. It's just like I'm like arrogant. You know what I mean?
Like, did you just not capitalize at your peak or whatever?
No, I feel like I tried to, but it's more like a spending, investing thing.
I see. Okay.
Why don't you pay for rent?
I made a lot. $38.50.
American.
Yeah.
All right, that's healthy, bro.
Are you making money right now?
Not really. I mean, it's like $500 in the last month on one channel.
Have you considered
like 1K? If it's
has your lawyer told you if it's a good idea or not to post on social media? I assume he said it's a bad idea.
Yeah, he told me not to, but it's like I can just tell the guy is like not taking it too serious. Like he's an experienced lawyer, so he's dealt with like a.
He's not taking it seriously. I feel like he is taking it seriously.
Well, no, he's taking it seriously, but he's not taking it seriously in the sense of like you need to stop doing that now. It's more like you should stop doing it rather than you should stop doing it now. Like for example, like killing somebody, that would be like a thing that a lawyer would be like, you need to stop doing that now.
Yeah,
we cannot defend that.
Bro, did you ever think of the angle where it's like the lawyer low-key doesn't give a about you and might just think you're a dumb just wants to like milk
He's
you for
rinsing
money.
you.
Yeah, they're doing that to her more than me, just because the thing is, he knows, like, Lawyer knows I'm like genius guy, and like it's a good idea to keep a relationship with me in the future. With Jameski and Goldie Bell, it's not. They don't have that. That's why they're building a case with no legs.
What's up with Jameski? Why is he funding her case from your perspective?
Well, I think that like it's like a thing that he hears, like he doesn't like that what happened with us, like since we had a drama falling out.
What did
you
said he was pretending to be Russian? Was that your thing?
Yeah, so it's like just all those sort of like wrongs to him that I did. Yeah, he's like Russian, but he's like Danish, just some like weird mental thing. I don't know, whatever. He's just holding a grudge about it because he doesn't like that happened on the internet in front of so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're serious about countersuing him if it doesn't go their way?
I want to do that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, I saw a video where you were kicking a windshield. Is that and that was with Goldie Bell, right? So
no,
was that a meme video or like what the was that?
Dude, I don't know why. I still to this day like don't totally understand the reaction that people had to that video, which says a lot about me. But that's not Goldie Bell in the car. Oh, I wish my emo with you. No, it's like my ugly friend, bro. I'm joking.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Zoe.
You make yourself sound like such scum, bro.
Why?
Bro, I don't know. The way that you talk, it's like you have zero regard. Like, I get it, like, with, like, Goldie Bell, sure, whatever, she falsely accused you. Yeah, go on.
The windshield video, it's just like, I thought it would be funny to break the windshield. But I didn't understand why people were so, like, they found it, like, people would describe it to me, it's like, oh, it's the noises that you make or whatever. But it's actually what it ends up being is like it sounds like you don't care about the person's reaction to the left of you.
Right.
You're just while they're driving, you're stressing them the out when it already sounds like you stressed her out. That's what it was. But it's a windshield. It's not that bad.
No, I mean, sorry, I thought that was Goldie Bell in the car, right? So that's why I was asking mainly.
Who was it in the car?
Zoe.
Is that just a different girl?
Zoe's just a girl. Like she's a girl, but we're not like, she's a guy basically. Like she's transgender basically.
Okay. Interesting. Well, what's your like outlook for like the next year? Like, you think you're just gonna win and then just come back to YouTube? Is that your plan?
Yeah, I'm like the thing is my intelligence works, so eventually I can just use it to like get money and stuff.
Do you get why your video wasn't that well received and didn't perform that well? Like, obviously, like making.
I know why it was. It's not because of why you think it is.
No, making a video with like a good camera that's like well formatted and has like coherent points,
no,
like that would make it do well.
It didn't need quality. It needed just like not schizoid.
It needed a point. It needed like a clear, concise point where you like address it piece by piece, not reacting to a Oompaville video in full.
No, dude, that's not why it didn't get.
All right, let's hear it then.
The camera thing has been debunked so many times.
It's not just the camera. It's the camera. It's your lack of care. There's no structure to the video. You don't show like a single screenshot. There's no editing. It is that.
White's video is dog shit. White's video is all over the place. It starts half the video is dog shit.
White's video is like a concise point-by-point story. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. What you're saying is that, okay, the thing is the quiet video, yes, only about interesting shit. My video is like, I'm like talking about shit that's unrelated to the drama that everybody wants to hear about. True. That's one thing that's the views, but it's mostly the fact that I've already gotten all the attention from the thing, and instead of saying nothing, I decided to just spend all those attention coins on Twitter by posting like literally driving or whatever. That's
part of it. I think if you had made like a good video, like it would have still been viewed by like more people. You did not.
But it kind of did. I explained things.
Not really.
I mean,
not convincingly.
I parsed out what you were trying to say. Yeah. But like, you get how like someone clicks on the video and it's like, and they're 10 minutes in and they haven't like gotten any, like you put all the fucking actual information basically like 30 minutes in, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like if somebody really cares, they can go to it. Like the thing is, even if I did the thing where I made it like a quiet video, it still wouldn't get that many views. I feel like
it would get like, you could get like 500K bottom line.
Yeah, 500K, like that's realistic, but like 500K ain't shit. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, what does that say about the overall picture? If it's getting 500K, if I perfect it, bro.
I mean, that's pretty good. Like, at least that many people care and like maybe think you're guilty.
Nobody thinks I'm guilty.
Okay, bro. Who at this point, like, who gives a how many views it got? Like, this is just, who gives a.
That's what matters. That's what really matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want it to get a lot of views?
Yeah, AdSense.
Sorry, what'd you say?
AdSense
for the money?
Oh, you wanted money?
Yeah, absolutely. If I could make money, I would have.
But if you wanted to make money, like just make like an hour-long video where you actually debunk it.
No, but then it's gonna show everybody my weird DMs. It's already bad enough.
But like, at least if you're honest about that, like that's already out there. If you're honest and make that concession, then if you think that the sexual assault thing's not true, but those are real, be like, yeah, I wasn't saying I was kind of obsessed, but I didn't fucking assaulter.
But then also, I don't know if it's even worthwhile.
I mean,
Bro,
it
you're
kinda is,
basically
like-
worried you're gonna undermine your swag when your swag's already like insanely undermined, bro.
Yeah.
Like the whole point of kind of like the
No, it's
Kawhi
not
video
that.
was the guy like took his mask off and he was like being candid, right? I mean,
Yeah, but he
I'm
didn't
not
need to
saying
do
you
that.
need
He
I'm
didn't
not
need to
saying
show
at
his
all that you
face.
need to make this
He
kind
didn't
of a
need to.
fucking video.
Wait, but Kawhi didn't need to show his face for the first time and just irreparably fuck his entire, like,
okay.
life.
The concession that he had to make was like,
Not very smart.
I'm a virgin porn addict. The concession Pyrocycle had to make is I'm a disgusting f***ing furry. Like I have all these fucked up things. I'm a porn addict as well. But then he was like, well, I'm not a pedophile, and like that is terrible. But it's
Nobody
like, but it's
needs
like
to know that.
that is terrible. But in the public opinion, I know. But in the public opinion, both of those people won. So wouldn't you just take some pointers?
No, but they didn't win because now everybody knows what he looks like, so he walks around with this like shit that he didn't need to do because he felt like he needed to do it.
But he needed to do it to clear his name because everyone thought he was a rapist. This is like the worst thing ever.
Nobody
Are you?
thought this guy
So
was-
many people called him a rapist.
Not when he posted the video.
Yeah, but right before that, that's what I'm saying. The video cleared it up.
Well, if you made the video like mine, it would have cleared it up too. If he had a court
No, it
case,
would
now
not.
it's
If he
really
made the
cleared
video like yours, he would have looked insane, and everyone would have been like, "This MF guilty AF, haha, he tripping for real."
up. Well, if you made a video like mine, yeah, deadass. If you made like a video like mine, that would mean he would be going through a court case. The truth is like once that court case is over, people are gonna know, and I won't have to post a single.
At this point, by the time the court case is over, everyone's gonna have forgotten about you.
Hey, whoa. All right.
What do you mean? What?
The date's like in a month, Tom. I think, right? The date they
They've
pushed. Dude,
already. You can't forget about Twomad. Like for the rest of my life, I'm etched into Brains' Goodnight Girl.
Twomad, straight up. Do you think that there's any level of like genuine ego that's like straight up blinding you?
Genuine ego that's straight up. Sure.
Yeah, bro. Like because like again, it's like I watch your. Obviously, I think everyone would admit that you're fucking talented as hell, a funny guy.
I still have it.
But like when I'm watching the fucking, reaction video, you reacting to Oompaville, you're basically saying like it's all gonna be fine. Like I'm falling on and all that.
Yeah.
But like you're basically like kind of telling us a lot of like shows red flags where it's like it doesn't sound like it's all G because you were initially saying like the response was like a 5-head move or you were trying to like finesse your audience, but now it's like you wanted the AdSense. I feel like you don't actually have like that much of a reason. It was kind of just a post that you like were like it, whatever. It's been stressing me out. I just want to dump this online.
I do want to dump it online. That actually is like what it is because I want to make a comeback. The thing is, it's like it's an entryway.
You're saying you think you need to go through your like schizo SA in art,
yes,
and then
I'm investing in the future.
You're like burning. You think you're gonna come back from the ashes?
Yeah, I guess yes.
Have you ever done that?
Yes, so many, like 3 times.
When?
I did like okay, so there was the Fortnite one where it was like I just got like a quadrillion billion views, and then the next video I did the same thing, and then it got 100K views. That's less than I got into like the little video I made today. That was devastating to me. I came back from that. I fell off for like some matter of months. Came back from that. I've done that like 1 more time, and I did that, and then I did like the MLG Taj switch to like personality content, which is like a notoriously like scary bridge to cross, but I pulled it off. It's like 3 times. This like 4th time, something like that. I fell off twice. MLG thing. It's like the 4th thingy. Oh no, the James Key thing. Maybe so. It's like 3 to 5 times where I've like hit bumps and then came back. Except this one's unconclusive, right? But I'm confident that I'm like.
Well, this one's not just like I fell off. This one's like you kind of hit a bit of a brick wall, more or less.
Not really, because Jackie Chan.
He disowned his
yeah.
daughter.
Like it's the truth is like
Jackie Chan's also he's different in a way though because he's insulated by Hollywood, who's much more focused on just like meritocracy and stuff like that, and who's gonna pull the views. Versus you are someone who's directly connected to the audience, and they interact with you on Twitter every single day. I think that makes it. I think that makes it worse.
It makes it better because Hollywood.
Well, Jackie Chan's also not like coming on a video and saying like,
no,
yes, that my daughter, yeah, I did.
Which is also that's yeah, but the thing is because Hollywood. Okay, the thing is about Hollywood will drop somebody even if they Johnny Depp never gonna get a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. He maybe would have gotten it if he never got this lawsuit, but we know he won that shit. Just because it happened, he's never gonna get another movie in Pirates of the Caribbean ever again. YouTube, I still have the same thing I had that before.
Do you really though? Because nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention, which is the #1 way.
Well, nobody's watching for many reasons. But the question is, will they watch? He will never get a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, even though he didn't do anything wrong. But I can definitely get views again.
Okay, all right. Yes, I think you're completely right. What you're saying is right. Unless YouTube f***s you directly because you're being a f***ing weirdo.
I don't think so.
By the way, Twomad, you're a an Etika fan, right? You always have been. Etika's a goat. We can all agree. Etika destroyed himself by uploading hentai to his channel. You realize, like, if you upload too much schizo, you could get or nuked or affected by YouTube, right? I don't know if you ever
either that or people just don't watch and you don't get recommended ever again.
Yeah, but I think you guys are doing a bit of the paranoias here.
No,
it's just reality.
Bro.
Like it's a real option.
Okay, I know we sound. I don't know what we sound like, but like I'm just saying it from an angle of like don't f yourself or like you know what I mean? Like assuming you're I guess innocent of what you're saying. Again, this you did obviously it's weird. You admit it's weird, right? Like it's not good. Like the harassment and all that. Like it was
harassing.
Say again?
Yeah, the harassing is kind of weird, but it's on the scale of on the spectrum of like the worst thing you could do. It's not really close to that.
Yeah, but like you don't. Do you feel bad about it? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird. I get a sense where it's like you don't really give a that you
fuck
did
them. Yeah, it's funny. Like based.
Yeah, okay. So like you're kind of unapologetic. I get it, but like, do you get what I'm saying though? Where it's like YouTube can step in if you get too popular and you know there's a situation. YouTube doesn't give a about like enforcing the rules fairly or whatever. I mean, what's those guys?
That's
Fresh
not true, but I think I get what you're saying.
No, I mean it is true though, because like even those guys like Fresh and Fit or whatever, they got I think demonetized or some. Like if like enough people are pissed off at you, YouTube could just remove you or demonetize you.
I think that's a myth. I think that's a myth, but I understand.
I mean, I got a strike on my channel for a video that got removed 4 years ago, bro. Like I guess I might be more paranoid than the average guy, but like it's something to consider. Like if you're totally if there's like a ton of
I only post a bad quality video, not like hentai or
No, I know. I'm just saying like going forward, you know, because when I see you uploading like the pyro response and the Oompa response, I'm like, okay, there's potential that like he uploads a response that's actually like insane and that he says it's based, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I'm kind of saying, bro. Is like if you lose the channel, what do you do? Like you're right?
Well, the thing is that it's really low chance. It's like thinking about dying. It's like the chances aren't very high.
All right. I mean, the chances get higher when you're a schizo idiot though, and you like, you know, are like stumbling into traffic.
You're a schizo idiot.
Videos seem like to me.
I'm not a schizo idiot. It's fine.
All right. Okay. I wanted to. There was one thing. There's one thing you mentioned. Oh yeah, in the response video, you mentioned how there was like 6 burners that she had of your number. So like she would block you on everything, and then you'd message her on a you know, on like an app basically that was just like creating fake phone numbers.
Yes.
You said some where it's like if you really don't want to talk to somebody, you block them on everything and you don't respond or whatever. I feel like blocking you on Discord and everything, basically literally blocking you on everything, I feel like that's enough, bro. Like, do you get again like how that's like kind of odd?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
But it was a year and a half ago. So when you're indicting me on did a year and a half ago.
I'm not indicting you, bro. Yo, it's all good.
Not
Like,
you.
it's just like, okay, here's the thing. This is the whole point. Like, it's one thing for you to say like, yeah, that was up, whatever. But it's another thing when you're like, oh yeah, it was up. It's not a big deal. Like, it doesn't matter or whatever. You know what I mean? That's like you're kind of saying like, yeah, it's just who gives a basically. I feel like, you know, if you're gonna have any concessions or whatever, like the harassment part of that was kind of.
I think it's worse. I think canceling somebody and accusing them of assault falsely is worse than harassing somebody.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. Assuming that's the case.
Yeah. Okay. Everything that I do that just seems retarded is just like a symptom of like I
Bitterness?
think it's unfair.
Twomad, I have sorry, I just want to interject. Someone messaged me. They said, I don't know if you know, I don't know why Twomad's talking about the case like it's essay based. It's just harassment. They just need to prove by 50% or more that he was harassing her. Even if the essay doesn't stick as evidence, it wouldn't certify and move the needle. Like, he's got no pending charges at all. I don't know why he talks about it like a criminal case.
That's not true.
What is your response to that? I guess I don't really know what that.
He's saying
like essay allegations.
I thought that it was.
Well, the essay allegations are what are important. I wouldn't give a f if she posted just harassment. I would have just been like, Lamau.
Okay.
I don't care. I wouldn't make a response.
But as far as like court, what is the? I haven't read the lawsuit. What is she like explicitly trying to take you to civil court for?
Jabroni has that now.
Yeah.
I can send it to you.
Sure, you can send it.
She's
to me.
basically claiming with Twomad that he got her, I guess, high or drunk or both. Or something like that. I mean, what? Do you want to fucking go on? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, post it and yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's any...
Yeah, can I not open this for OPSEC reasons?
Yeah, I mean, they can get me for like harassment and stuff like that, but the thing is, what she did is worse. It's like killing somebody and then being like, well, he stepped on my toes. It's like, bro, you killed him.
All right, so you're saying that, wait up, if you're saying it's like killing someone, then you're saying that like she could actually like end your career? I don't understand what killing means.
I made like a metaphor.
Yeah, no, I got that. But like she's trying to kill you by making these allegations. Is that what you're saying?
I
Like,
didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
All right.
You said that.
All right. Twomad, what do you do on a daily basis, brother?
Jerk off? What do you do on a daily basis?
Oh, that's a great question, bro. You're gonna make me reevaluate my life. No, I mainly go to the gym and work and shoot myself.
Shoot yourself for a living.
But you simulate it on camera so that I only get demonetized.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you're 100% like mentally you feel like you're fine, right? Like unironically.
I guess I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
She's talking me. Let me get out.
Okay, Twomad, you're here. I might as well ask. Why the did you add the part in your response, or like I don't know, like were you being serious when you were saying you paid her, you'd block her, unblock her, and then basically you offered money or whatever, and then she accepted, so like you were dating a prostitute? Were you being serious or were you joking or what was that?
Yeah, true. The thing is, prostitute implies that like she does that regularly. She's never done that before.
Okay.
But yeah.
And that was the start of your relationship, or how was that?
Yeah, that was like that was the first time I met her. Yeah.
And so then how does that become your dating now?
The thing is, people like to say like you're not dating or whatever the
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, we never agreed on it or whatever the but then what is it then? Like I wanted a girlfriend. That was my intention to have a girlfriend. It's the closest I've had to a girlfriend. It's like it's the only thing I know about like an intimate relationship with a woman. It's like
yeah.
It's like I've had little friendship things, but it's like I've had like a little girlfriend thing before too. But it's like this was more than that.
No, I get
That's
it.
what I
This is
mean.
like, yeah, this is like your first time being like intimate with a chick, basically. But
Which is gay.
I saw there was messages where you were saying like not trying to date or whatever. Was that you kind of trying to convince her you weren't trying to date because she didn't want to date? Like I'm kind of confused how she's claiming you weren't dating and then you're saying like you are. Like she didn't want to date, but like you were effectively dating. Is that kind of what it was?
I mean, so there's like, so okay, for example, she'll say like you chose me, or like she'll say like I'm trying to lock down this dub, or I'll say like, oh, we're gonna be friends if you don't have sex with me, and then she'll be like, oh, that feels like shit. Stuff like this, or it'll be like it's just like I don't know what the distinction.
Twomad, what's this video that someone sent me of she's like standing on the doorstep and it looks like you come out and you have like a gun pointed at the floor or something? What is
Dude,
this?
they're trying so hard to make it out that like I'm like some person. Okay, so the TRO says that I used guns to make it so that she knew that I wouldn't let her leave. That's what it says. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is not true. Like the thing is that why would I post the ring? Why would I incriminate myself with the ring video? Like that was obviously a bad idea. But like you understand, I didn't expect that. Like, I didn't expect.
What
like,
was the purpose of bringing the gun
like,
out? Where is this supposed to be like a funny thing? Like
I don't know. I was like super nervous that she was coming over because I locked her out of the house the day before for funny. Like she came over the day before, right? And I just didn't let her inside.
yeah.
Okay.
So that part's true. Okay.
Yeah, that part's true. So the next day when she came over, she was like, I was just super nervous. Like she was coming to the door. I'm like, oh my god, is she gonna be pissed at me? Like what do I get here? So I was like, I'm gonna bring the Glock to her. And then I did.
It's a real gun?
You can see it on a video. He brings it out. So I still don't understand why you brought it out. I still don't get it.
I mean, the answer is I was just super nervous and I brought it with me for some reason.
Okay, but wait.
You were nervous? I just don't understand. Like
you're asking my intent, like what I was thinking, right? I wasn't really thinking much of it. I guess I was like I wanted to see her reaction, maybe like to pulling it on her.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. But wait up.
I don't really have like a good answer.
Was it loaded?
No, it's a BB gun.
Okay, it's a BB gun. So you don't own any real guns. That's what I was gonna say because you're a fucking Canadian citizen. You're not, and you're in California, right? So like, what was the?
Yeah, I don't own any guns.
So then why? But did you like convince her it was real?
No, I mean she just put that in the lawsuit because they're trying their hardest to get me.
So 100% that was like not a real gun.
It's not a real gun.
Was it a loaded BB gun?
It could have been loaded. I mean, the thing is that the video, her reaction kind of tells you a little bit of like what's going on. Like I asked her like, are you okay after I pull it out? So it's like that's kind of like a strange question to ask if you're like trying to like threaten her with a gun or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that like without that part, I'm hoping. I don't know what you guys think. I'm hoping like they understand that like that video isn't like. It's like she wasn't scared of it like it was a real gun. She thought I was trying to give it to her. She said, I'm not going to take that. She thought I was trying to give it to her. And that's what was happening. She could lie and say that's not what's happening, but like the video, the thing is when she says, I'm not taking that, it's quiet. That one part is quiet. You can hear the part where I say, are you okay? So it goes like, I'm not, it's like me like holding the gun and then she's just like looking at me. We just have like an awkward stare, and I'm just saying nothing. And then she's just like looking at me, and she's like, she goes, I'm not taking that. And then I say, are you okay? You can hear the are you okay, but you can't hear the I'm not taking that.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it doesn't get misconstrued in court.
Right. Sorry. And you were saying you didn't ever have sex with her, but
I did.
like it was just hard for me to understand because you said you were like hitting it from the back.
I did.
Oh, okay. So you guys did have sex?
So you did have sex.
Yeah, we did have sex. Yeah.
Okay. So when was that? Like the first time you're saying you guys met? Because I'm kind of confused because you're saying the first time you were supposed to meet, you didn't let her in the house. But then you're saying the first time you met, like, was basically like getting sucked off for money.
Yeah, the first time we met was getting sucked off for money, but I pussied out.
Oh.
So she didn't actually suck you off for money.
Yeah, she didn't. She agreed, and I guess I wanted to see if she would like go through with it. She did, but when she showed up, I was like,
what were you gonna pay her?
To leave messages on her phone, like $200.
$200? Jesus. Was she like super desperate for money or something? Was she like super duper broke?
Desperate for money? No, her parents have money. She's fine.
So she just wanted to be
She's a
with
fucking
you.
owie.
Is that it?
Yeah, she wanted to be around me. She wanted, and $200 was like nice to have.
Like, never sucked my dick ever, like without $200. The $200 was just like, now I'm doing it.
So she wouldn't give you head if not for the money, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Just completely knocked open the door. It was like, I never do that. It was before that. It was like, I never do that. And after that, she's like, okay, how big are you? I think I'm gonna swallow. It's like, what the f? It's a complete switch in the head.
Yeah.
All right, you make claims that she's like bipolar or whatever. Are those like, are you just f***ing around or like?
Yeah, she has like 96 percentile like on bipolar severity chart like thingy.
Okay, but sorry, I mean like, is she diagnosed, bro?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
The chart.
Okay. And then sorry, so you don't basically go through with it the first night. You never paid her then?
Yeah, I never paid her.
Okay. So then this time with the gun was the second time you met her. What goes down then?
I don't know if it was the second time. It probably wasn't. But yeah, she comes inside, and then we go upstairs. This is me telling you exactly like what happened with this girl.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like the first time I did this. Okay, so I remember that we went upstairs. She sat down in the chair and just complaining about, oh, you tell me to cut myself. You don't like women. You're like an incel. Blah 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 blah. She's always complaining about some stupid shit. And then I start touching her, like I sit in front of her, she's sitting in a chair, right? So I'm sitting on the floor, and I just start like, I'm trying to make advances, right? So I'm like touching her thigh, and then what she originally, she didn't care the first time, and then she eventually was like, she looks at me, and she shoves my hands off, okay? And then she does that like, again, that loop happens where I put my hand on her thigh. Not really like grasping it or anything, I would just put it on top of her thigh. And then she like, gives me this, she looks at me again, she gives me like a smile, like it's like a weird smile, and she shoves my hand off again. So like that's like the third time or something like that. And the fourth time she was like, stop, and then I stopped. When she said stop, I stopped. And then like some little while later I start touching her toes, and then she's like, do you have like a foot fetish? And I'm like, no. And then she eventually gets to like, I'm gonna want to drive home if you keep touching me, I'm clearly not happy, says that. And then she says I like pulled my dick out or whatever the fuck. It's like, I don't remember this. But after the toes thing, and then she starts complaining like, I want to drive home or whatever, I'm pretty sure I just like, that was kind of the end of the, it doesn't really go.
Was this the same interaction that she claimed was like a sexual experience, or was this just your first time meeting her in person, like the sexual assault or whatever happened? Because there's a moment where she's like, she's like, she claimed that you like shoved her, pushed her down, tried to make her do stuff.
Whoa, wait, what? When did she say that?
Didn't I see this a while ago on Twitter?
Wait, when
she was claiming there was sexual like assault, like it was like an assault.
Yeah, no, she's using the word sexual assault for sure. But when did she say like
I can't remember. I mean, maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought I saw that on Twitter.
Well, she says like tackle in the TRO. She says like, he tried to tackle me. He got enraged, blocked the door.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Sure.
Yeah, there's definitely no shoving. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she claimed it, but I didn't actually do that. But she says that I blocked the door.
Okay.
And that I made it so she couldn't leave, or she knew that she couldn't leave.
Did you do that?
So when she gets in the courtroom, blocking the door, dude. Okay, she said that I trapped her in a corner or some shit like that. Okay, I know what corner that was. She was sitting in a chair. This girl, you have to understand, we've already had many incidents where it's just like the same routine where I'm just like, hey, you gonna suck my dick one day or what? And she's like, no. And then and then she's like, I'm gonna leave. And then she leaves, and then she comes back, and she leaves, and then she comes back, and I walk her outside, and she leaves, and then she comes back. Like, we've already done this a million times. If she wanted to leave, she could leave just like the other times. But because I was touching her, that's why her brain becomes like, well, I'm stuck here. I can't leave. But the truth is, if she stood up and decided to just like, I don't know, go to the washroom or something, I would have just been like, I wouldn't have even noticed.
So there's never been a scenario in which you've been like, you can't leave right now, you have to stay.
Absolutely the not, but that's what
Okay.
happens when her brain. That's what her brain thinks because I touched her. Because I touched her, and she gets so schizo about that. She thinks that I was keeping her hostage.
So you think she's like delusional about this, basically? Like she's just like, do
She's
you
got
think she
sexual
believes
trauma.
what she's saying? She doesn't think she's lying, right?
Yes, I think she believes it.
Okay, I see.
I don't think she would have done like a court case or whatever if she didn't believe it.
Okay.
But she's mentally ill, bro. Like she's.
Okay, wait up,
It's
bro.
not-
Sorry. So, you mentioned in your response video, like, she's actually the stalker because she like just showed up at my house at 3 a.m. and sent a picture of my house. Why the
Yeah.
do you not like include that picture? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I can include it. I have it. I'm down to it. It's just like I don't want to drop it now because then it's gonna be like, all right, I gave it to the public. Because I wanted to like make like a full video or whatever the sort of thing. I had it on the back burner.
Okay, so you do
But
want
like,
to do
she's
like
mentally ill. Like everybody can tell. Like she's also mentally ill. Like that's the point.
Okay, I can't tell because I don't know her, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, what makes you say everyone can tell?
I guess another question beyond that is like,
Well,
if
like,
she is
why
mentally
would you
ill,
put up with those DMs?
what particular part about her mental illness? Well, what does she have? She doesn't have schizophrenia, right?
Well, mental illness means that like is like people often use the word delusional. It's just like your brain like.
So you're saying like because of the mental illness, she just can't be trusted as a narrator.
Well, that's one thing. Like she can't tell you like reality. Like for example.
Okay. What's the other thing?
But like mental illness. But like the other one that the one that mainly I think about is that she was touched as a kid, and because of that, when she gets touched now, even if it's like that, she'll start thinking things like, oh yeah, I'm stuck here or whatever. Or like it's a sexual assault. I've been assaulted. Like it's not sexual assault. You just wouldn't think it is.
All right. When you were spamming her fucking messages, okay, what time was that? Like, at what point in your relationship was? You know what I mean?
I did that all the time, but I don't know.
Why did you do that? Were you just like desperate for her attention, or
sure,
like you were in love type of thing? But like
I get. Oh yeah, no, I was completely infatuated with this girl. That's why I also say like, oh, you're like dating or whatever. Because I don't know, man. Like I was very invested. That's the word I need to use. Yeah. Very invested.
Were there not like? I guess it's like you were invested. I just feel like I don't know. There must have been other girls you could talk to. You're like famous.
No. There's no girl that was nearly as invested with this girl.
So it was just a fixation on her in particular. I see.
I mean, like people don't want to use the word dating, but it's like, bro, yeah, invest. I had large stonks.
Was she invested?
500. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
At a certain point.
What do you base that on? Because like the messages I've seen, it doesn't seem like she's receptive to your messages at all, bro. Like at all.
I think if she's responding to the schizo. That sounds receptive. Like, why would somebody respond to schizo messages if they're not receiving it?
Yeah. Okay.
No, she was. The thing is like how much you're invested in somebody is congruent with how much they're invested in you. So it was like she may have been more invested in it than me. I think she was.
Based on what?
Based on just overall picture of the thingy.
No, but
why is this? Why is this like a question? Like,
no, I'm just asking because it's like you know what I mean. Like the basis of the relationship was like she accepted, you know, giving.
Oh, the prostitution thing. Oh
yeah, like I'm just not convinced that she's like I still don't understand how you view her as like, yeah, you were dating or whatever.
She's really strange in the sense that's where the mental illness comes in. She's really strange in the sense of like she will agree to something like that. Like the truth is like she's never done something like that before. She wanted the money, but it was also like a way to meet me. Does that make sense? She wanted it to meet me and have things go well at the same time. It's like a big picture thing.
So she was like,
she's not really.
She was like a fan of you, or she thought you were cool. She thought you were swag. She liked you.
Yeah, she's not really a fan. Like she doesn't like. She watched my Zoom video and she was like, "Wow, I agree with the people in the comments. You are awesome." Like, I don't think she was a fan. But she understood that I had a lot of success and stuff like that. But not like it inspired her. Or she was like a fan or whatever.
Okay. What is so specifically what are you being sued for? Like, what's the big picture, like big like narrative that you think they're
well, it's the harassment stuff, really, being a bad boyfriend. But the thing is, she's adding all this like sexual assault stuff that's just gonna get dismissed.
You think because of that the case is going to get dismissed?
I think there's a high chance it just gets dismissed. If it goes to trial, then it's not going to last very long.
And you're not that far from that, right? We're like a week out or something?
Like a month.
A month, okay. So a month out from what, you're like a pre-trial hearing?
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Hearing.
So that's going to happen. I guess they're going to decide whether it goes to trial or not. And from your perspective, it's all going to get thrown out because of the sexual assault stuff just being unprovable.
It's possible. The sexual assault stuff, I really just don't... Like, I was literally Googling it earlier today. I still think about it all the time. Is what I did to sexual assault. It says coerced sexual assault, right?
Yeah.
Coercion. The thing is, I definitely pressured her, right? I absolutely did. Since day one, it was just like the same question. Like, it wasn't like I sprung it on her. It was just the same question. Every time we hang out. You pressured
her to give you head, right?
Come, when she comes over and when she leaves, it's just like I would and ask for the same thing over and over and over and over.
So I think
And then she would
when someone hears like pressure, like chat's going crazy right now, they hear like there was some level of like trying to force her, or be like, you need to do this right now. When,
Yeah.
I mean you were asking her repeatedly. Do you think that you went over the line in terms of like any level of consent in any of those interactions?
So here's what pushed her into it. When she had sex with me, I remember that when all I had to do was ask. So I don't know. That was easier. I feel like all I had to do was like keep asking her over and over. She eventually was like, okay, in one of my periods over, we can have sex. So that was a dub. Which then she claims is sexual assault. We agreed to it days before. What the
So you agreed to have you asked her and she agreed to have sex willingly.
Yeah, it's like well, yeah, it's like the thing is she wants to be saying that it's not willing, but yeah, she was like the thing is she's like, I'm not a sexual person, I don't want to have sex, but she's like, oh, I'm into BDSM and I want like to be pushing into the wall like that. It's like weird. It's like, which one is it? But then it's like, okay, I just keep asking for the same thing. Like, you gotta understand, like, you know how you like when you hang out with your girlfriend, you talk to her, right? Like if you hang out, you talk to her. I would talk to my girl too, but it would be the same conversation of just like.
So you're saying like
either I'm talking about head and having sex, or I'm talking about something else.
You're saying you did not force her, you just asked her, and then eventually, like, if she wanted out of that interaction, she could have left at any point in time, but she didn't. She stayed.
Yeah, she absolutely.
And eventually she agreed to have sex with you. Like, you weren't keeping her in a house or anything, right?
Yeah, she says that I used guns. I had guns. Okay, so what she says, I have guns. She knew that I had guns in the house, and that she knew that I wouldn't let her leave. What the why would I stop you from leaving for the first time? This is a repeat of every night we ever hung out where you come and go. I'm like a virgin. It's not like I know what I'm doing. I don't know how to secure sex. If I knew how to get sex from girls, I would have done that. It's not that. It's just like my way of getting sex is literally just asking them, can I please cunnilingus? Can I please? Like,
Zemo Nitro says he nagged his way into sex, douchey move, but not sexual assault. I mean, that's what it sounds like from his perspective. Like, he just asked her enough, and eventually she said yes. Like, as far as pressuring, I think when people hear pressuring, they think like you were like, you need to do this right now, or I'm gonna kill you.
But here's the thing,
you're saying you didn't say that.
Yeah, okay. There definitely it wasn't killing. But
it was just like
there wasn't.
Were you just like begging her? Is that what it was? Like please have sex.
There was
with
begging.
me.
There was the begging. There was always begging, but there was an ultimatum. Like when she had sex with me, it was just begging. When she sucked my balls the day like I sexually assaulted her, she claimed. I gave her an ultimatum.
And the ultimatum was like, you either suck me off or I'm gonna stop hanging out with you.
Yeah, it wasn't even stop hanging out with you. It was just like, we can be friends. And then a fucking switch in her brain flipped, and she started walking towards my bedroom. That was the moment.
I'm sorry, you said she started what?
Walking towards my bedroom.
Okay, I see. All right.
And so that's the
yeah. So I just wanted to ask, was there any point where while you were or doing whatever that she switched up during that?
No, it's not like she wanted to do that. She wanted to like do it for me, right? Like there was no way she was gonna be like during it like stop. It's just like if I didn't want it so bad, she wouldn't have done it. She was not 16. When we were having sex, it was like, I don't know. She said when she did tell me like after we had sex, I was just completely like grossed out and like I don't want to do that again. I was like, I need to take a shower. And then she was just kind of like whatever. She was like laying down on the bed, like face down. And then like later on, she was like, well, I enjoyed myself. And then I just sort of said nothing. I was like, I didn't want to tell her like I hated it or whatever. But she was like, yeah. She
enjoyed herself. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. She said she enjoyed herself.
Okay.
She said I enjoyed myself because I was giving her signals that I didn't like it.
Do you have any like DM or like recorded proof in any way of her saying like I enjoyed that sexual interaction, like something like that?
Probably. Yeah, I probably have like DMs of her being like, that's dub.
You should probably find that. I feel like.
Yeah. I'll find it.
Yeah, and send that to your lawyer because that would, help if you have that, I guess. Yeah. Have you interacted with her at all since the stuff came out?
How am I lying? No, not really.
I see. When was the last time you guys talked before she made her post about you?
Damn, it was like a year and a half ago.
So it's been that long.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's wild.
Do you even like remember what happened back then, or?
Yeah, I remember a decent amount about it. Yeah.
Okay.
How did it get broken off? Like, what was like the last time you guys saw each other, and then the last time you guys messaged each other?
Oh, that's a good question. The last time we saw each other, I'm pretty sure was that day of like sexual assault that she said. No, maybe not. I don't know.
You think there might have been one after that, but you just don't remember?
Maybe. And then the texting thing is like, I don't know. I think I was just spamming her with some stupid shit, whatever. And it was like, and she like blocked me, and then it was like she wouldn't unblock me, so it was like, okay, no. It was like March.
Okay. March. Sorry, you're saying March 2021. Sorry.
2022, I think. 2022.
2022.
Yeah. It says stalked for 7 months. It's just like, does she show like the dates of when I texted her? That because like
I honestly can't remember.
I remember sending her like an apology like near her birthday, and then she was like, why did you do that? It's just like, well, I wanted to apologize. What the I did that, and I think I sent it.
What was your
another time.
apology for? Was it over for like spamming her?
Yeah, it was like an apology for like everything. It was like, I'm sorry for doing that. I do drug. Oh no, it's like I'm a psychopath. I need help, like stuff like that.
One detail
Which
I was.
I feel like it's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, I guess. One detail I was always curious on was about basically there was this this situation where you were, you know, the whole driving in Oregon meme comes from. You're driving, reading the apology. You claim that apology was written by someone who later turned out to be some kind of like creep himself. Like, what is your? I guess I was curious if you could go deeper on that, like who that person is.
That guy, he was an opportunist that he saw the opportunity of so she has roommates, right? He's like an opportunist. He saw it as a chance to get with girls. That guy.
Who the is that guy? Who is that guy?
Just some kid who had a DJ career that got destroyed when everybody found out that he was having sex with a 15-year-old.
How old was he?
You didn't know.
He was 19.
Oh, that's not good.
You didn't know that like while you were hanging out.
No, I did know that. At some point, somebody told me that, and I was like, "That's weird," and I just kind of ignored it.
Okay. You just kept hanging out with a guy?
Not really. I didn't hang out with the guy very often. You gotta understand.
He's just a guy you knew? Okay.
I met him like 3-4 times, like something like that. Yeah, it's just like, well, the thing is, I don't have friends IRL. I saw him as many times as I saw Bella, you know what I mean? Like, that's like one of the closest people I knew here in LA.
Yeah. How many times you see Bella though? Like roughly?
Like 4 or 5 times, something like that. Less than 10. Definitely.
Is she your girlfriend then, bro?
That's a girlfriend to me. I've never hung out with a girl that much.
All right, whatever. Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, she wasn't having sex with. If she was having sex with me, we would have been dating by now. Like we would still be in it.
Would you say you were like you were considered to be like? Did you guys go on dates or did you just like go to her house?
I wanted her to be my long-term girlfriend. That was my intention with her. Say again, sorry.
Did you just like go to her house or were you like going out?
No, she would come to my house, like her apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, like apartment to the school.
Okay. So sorry, you texted her apologizing. You said that was like the most authentic apology. And then after that, the Oregon apology came, right?
No, Oregon was before that.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, so Oregon, did you end up seeing her after the Oregon apology?
I don't think so.
Okay. And then you texted her apologizing, like actually meaning it afterward, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you actually felt like you meant the apology, what were you apologizing for?
Plenty of stuff. I was saying like all types of things, like psychopath, sociopath, doing drug, like treating her badly, right?
Yeah, but like
so the sexual assault stuff, like every time she would bring it up, I'd always just be like, what the are you talking about? Like it seems so bizarre, like to me, like before we like broke up or whatever, she would like say you assaulted me, you groped me. I'm like, you're an idiot. Like where's this coming from? I just never agreed on
one thing that I think a lot of people are wondering that have come into the chat more recently because the stream viewers have gone up is just like why the incessant posting on Twitter. This guy named Alma, I think I recognize him as a YouTuber, says, how can this dude say his apologies are genuine and then us memes about it on Twitter every 5 minutes? I guess to a lot of people it seems like kind of a weird thing to like in the midst of like this happening, like you just complete, you know, you were already kind of off the rails on Twitter, but now it's like to a crazy level. I guess
I'm just having fun.
Is it that fun? I guess is that my that would be my question.
It's kind of fun. I'd say like an interesting social experiment instead of like, because what I used to do is like post very rarely and just like very curated tweets that like that were just like built to like get as many likes as possible. Now it's like kind of interesting because like there's 2 little like super fans that I see in the replies, and it's like, I don't know, it's a different flavor of tweeting. It's like I obviously whenever like something happens and I want to post it on Twitter, I don't have like the reluctance of like, can I post this or not anymore? That's one benefit.
Is that like a good like thing to let go of, you think?
I mean, it's a balance, right?
Yeah, I guess to me it's like when you're kind of when you're
look at it like this. I've already had this the highest depth of this, like I get like 20k likes per tweet thing. I'm trying this now. I've never done it before. I like it.
Okay. I guess to me it makes sense, like when you're a public figure being seen by that many people, like to an extent it makes sense to like curate like what you put out because, you know, it's going to be seen by so many people, right?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But you just don't care?
Yo, just to bring it back.
I mean, I care a little. I care.
Yeah, go on.
No, I care.
It seems like you don't right now that much. I mean, because you're just going a little nuts, you know?
For sure.
Okay.
Okay, so what were you apologizing for? Can you like just kind of like actually like,
being
because you're saying now that she was saying you can whatever essayed her while you were in the relationship. So now I'm trying to understand, like, what were you apologizing for? Were you like doing like a lip service apology for the SA stuff even though you didn't mean it?
Or, like... yeah, one part of it is that well, I wanted her to forgive me. That's one. So that meant buying into her delusions so I could like get her to forgive me, right? And then the other thing is like, I don't know if I meant it in the sense of like, I've treated her like a bad boyfriend. I don't know if I meant it as like a sincere apology. It's the most sincere one that I've given her, but it's like, it was mainly because I wanted the girl back, right? Based.
Why'd you agree to just come on this stream? Are you just bored?
I'm bored. I enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah. Chat's definitely going.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I think we've gotten Gokunaru. Have we gotten most of the big questions out of the way?
Probably.
I saw a Gokunaru video.
What's that?
I saw a Gokunaru. Oh wait, you're Gokunaru. Oh, I didn't know that.
The one where I shot myself?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I guess a question I would have would be that we have my personal lawyer in here who, you know, he offered to help your case. His name is Ronald. I was hoping you could unmute him and listen to him for a sec.
No, I'm not fucking. Shut the.
Can you please unmute and listen?
Loser ass.
Can you?
No, I don't want to unmute and listen to Ronald. He's called me a rapist, dude. You didn't even call me. Nobody.
I want to apologize. I want to apologize.
He told me he wants to apologize to you. He wants to apologize.
You sat there in front of an editing program and,
Yeah, I did. What was
and
the
you had
video?
all
I
that
didn't
time while
make it.
making this thing. You spent all that time staring at it.
I did
Maybe
not
consider
make it.
that I'm not
I
a
just
rapist
posted
right
it.
off the bat.
I did not make it.
That's worse than just thinking it on Twitter. It's like you
You can't even hear me. I didn't
sat
make
there
it.
in front of a computer, wrote rapist, and it's like you believed it. I don't think there's anything interesting this guy has to say. He's always negative to himself.
You don't know what he's gonna say though. I think
I
you should
didn't make
unmute
it.
him.
All right,
and
go ahead.
just give him a
Go
chance.
ahead and relay it to me. Go ahead and relay it to me.
Okay, Ronald, what do you want to say to him, and I'll pass it on.
I had a song for him, but I
said
just want to say I didn't make the video.
He said he made a song
Just
for
wanna
you
say-
to apologize.
Said
Made a
you're a
song for him.
rapist. Yeah, it's fine.
No, and I did not make the
ahead,
video.
go
It was
ahead.
not me who made it. That's like the most important thing. I was not having to be sad about that.
He said he didn't make the video. That's what he said. That's the most important thing.
It's like some weird persona thing.
It's possible he's being like falsely accused, like someone just made it to like you.
So yeah, what happened if someone else made it? Someone anonymously made it and said it would be
He's saying
funny if you
everything
posted
he
it.
possibly can to get.
And I agreed.
Ronald-
I posted it. Now I feel bad.
Ronald said that someone anonymously made it and he didn't really understand it and he posted it. And he didn't know what was going on and now he feels bad and he'd like to apologize to you and make it up to you.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. You made it up.
Well, can you unmute him?
I just wanted to share my song.
Okay. Twomad is unmuting you, I believe.
Okay, he's unmuted.
Hi, Twomad. This is Ronald.
Wow, that's crazy.
And yeah, hi. And,
For real?
yeah, I'm Ronald. And
See, I don't like this guy.
No, he's cool. He's cool. Hear him out.
I just wanted to
Nah,
apologize.
I don't like him.
I'll do it the only way I know how.
Should I mute him again? I think I'm gonna mute him again.
No, he's gonna apologize. Let him apologize and then mute him, okay? Let him have his apology. Okay, Ronald.
Hurry up, Ronald.
Sorry, don't hate me. I'm sorry. I want you to be my friend. I can't breathe. I'm so weak. I know this isn't easy. Don't tell me your easy's gone. But your easy's gone.
That was a good song.
Hey,
You know, no further response.
Twomad.
I have no further response.
Twomad.
What?
The you would do where you were spamming messages to this woman. That is a part of the lawsuit as well, right? So I wanted to ask, is this something that you do to like everybody or like close friends that aren't, romantic partners? Or was this like something like you were specifically obsessed with her, like this is the only person you did that to, like add burners and shit?
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't really build burners. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do that usually to anybody else.
Okay. You don't spam like your friends or like random people. Like
I mean,
that?
I'm sure I've done it. Like the thing is, I've been worse to my friends. Sure, you just say like, what the fuck, but they don't complain about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they complain about it, right? But like,
Okay. Yo, the part where Oompaville says he doesn't know anyone who likes Twomad. Who did you think
all of
he
his
was
friends seem like
referring to?
normies.
Like YouTubers?
Normies, bro. Nah, not YouTubers. I think he was talking about like his little normie friends.
Oh, okay. Oh, I imagined that he was talking about like other YouTubers.
Yeah, I don't think you. No, I mean, like Oompaville said it himself. He liked me 2 years ago. I think that's generally the consensus. It's like if you ask YouTubers what they think of me, they're like, you're f***ing awesome.
Okay. Do you imagine that there's a situation where you do, I guess, can fall back on, and then people like come back to you or whatever, like it's all chill? Like, will you be fine with that if people do that, or will you be like, F off, you weren't there for me then or whatever?
Sure. Yeah, it could be like.
Okay. All right. Goddamn. You dating anyone now, bro?
No.
Rest in peace. Have you dated
I
anyone
thought I
since?
saw you tweet and you had some e-girl in your
No.
DMs or something.
Yeah, I need more e-girls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's your like 1 year trajectory for life right now?
1 year?
Mm-hmm.
They exist. Just get better.
Like, are you gonna get back to making videos and stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
Are you still seeing the therapist, or was that like literally just bullshit? You messaged her.
Therapy is a waste of time, bro. Everybody knows this.
Yeah, okay, but like when you you were messaging her like, I'm gonna see this fucking therapist, $400 an hour.
Oh yeah, I was just doing that for her because she would always be like, get therapy, get therapy. It's like, okay, so if I go to therapy, you suck my dick.
Brandon Buckingham says, ask Twomad why it's so hard for him to get that hole. What's up with that?
Because I'm like, I want like some cat girl. I don't know.
You want a cat girl?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I don't emotionally connect with women like ever. It just never happened.
I feel like I get that, but you just gotta like meet enough women that like eventually you'll connect with one.
Sure,
of them.
yeah, no, if I meet enough women, then it'll happen.
But do you emotionally connect with most men? I don't.
I don't know if I don't do. Sure, no.
Like, do you have best friends, bro? That are like offline?
Yeah. Wait, no, not offline.
Okay.
Have you been like? Has there anyone like this like been around you throughout this? Like, just kind of keep your head on straight or no?
Not really. I'm based.
I see. Okay.
You're making being based sound really depressing, bro.
What do you mean depressing? It builds character.
Being alone, it can.
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely. You don't think that builds fortitude? Having a hard life?
no, I want a hard life. I've never wanted an easy life, but doesn't mean you need to like experience it alone. Anyway.
Yeah. I think having people around you is really important.
Well, there's 7 billion people, so eventually I'll just find.
Yeah.
But
Like,
yeah.
all right. Are you still
Temporary.
hitting the gym or like trying to lose
Sure.
weight or whatever?
Sure, yeah, I go to the gym sometimes. Losing weight, I've been gaining weight a little bit recently. It's kind of bad diet. What the fuck?
Okay, wait up. We were not really like speculating hardcore, but Tom asked me earlier, like, I wonder what like Twomad's family's saying or whatever. What the fuck's your situation with your family, bro? I know you have your younger brothers, but like, there's obviously the meme that your sister called the cops on you for eating some shit in the fridge.
Bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah, my family's just in Canada.
is that it though? Like, I'm saying like.
Yeah, like I talk to them occasionally, but yeah, they're in Canada.
You should come back to Canada, bro. Come to Toronto. We can do this stream
I'm in
IRL.
Toronto. There's nothing there, man. What, just hanging out in Toronto? What the waste of time?
What the f- is in LA, bro?
Drugs.
Mom.
You know what's in LA is serendipity and a variety of things you can't.
Are you up like regularly?
No.
Were you at one point?
Fucked about the LA air.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about up, but I guess you call it.
Were you like consistently like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a week engaging?
Yeah,
in
like this
substance?
girl, like yes, yeah, and then I was just like, it was just like, can I mean, and this girl. That's it.
Okay.
Like my entire life, based.
Do you smoke weed, bro?
Now weed's for losers.
Okay.
True.
All right. Do you have any like in vices other than jacking off, like all nonstop?
Non-stop. Yeah.
That's what you said. You said I just jack off all day.
I jerk off 4 hours a day, and then I smoke meth.
I doubt that the jacking off for 4 hours would come before smoking meth.
True. I mean, I smoke weed occasionally.
Like socially or alone?
Both.
Do you trust your own like judgment of like situations? Do you think there's any level of delusion going on with how you perceive things or no?
Yeah, like there's a part
Yeah,
where
I
you
mean,
said
if
you
there
were
is,
also
not that
mentally fucked. Like, sorry, just answer Tom's question, I guess. Yeah.
In the apology, I said I'm mentally fucked.
You were like, it's just two crazy people interacting, basically. We'd go on. That
Oh, yeah, me interacting with the girls, like, well, I mean, she's like a different type of like crazy. But it's like I'm like I just want my dick sucked, and then she's just like, I want your money.
I thought she had money. I don't really understand the
Tom's
money
question?
motivation. You said she drives an Audi. Like, if it's relatively new, I mean, I drive an Audi. It's like a relatively expensive car. Like, I just don't get the
No,
money
like
thing.
she has parents' Audis. She has parents' Audis, but the idea is so the opposite of wanting me for just money is loving me for who I am, right?
Okay. What's her situation? Is she like, does she have a job? Like, does she have income?
Broke college student that's terrified of the future.
No. Does she have like a job or anything?
Oh yeah, she has a job. Jobby?
Okay.
She had jobby.
I don't know, man. Like,
Job.
I feel for you. I guess from our perspective, it's like we don't really know what went down in this situation. Like, you know, I don't know. Innocent until proven guilty, absolutely. I would say needs to be maintained, but we just don't know how that court case is gonna go. You know.
You know, the problem with it is that people need to shut the up when they get canceled because your head's going to be spinning and you need to regain your thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
No.
Don't you think you should?
Well, the court case will happen and then I am doing that. I work on the mental health.
How are you working on yourself? What do you do all day?
Plenty of things. I try and have a good day.
What'd you do? What does like your day look like?
Eat food, gym, computer, watch YouTube, punch.
Are you concerned with like your savings is like, you know, slowly being drained by rent and stuff? Are you concerned with like trying to figure out that situation?
Somewhat. I mean, I have like a decent amount of savings. It'll be a while until I'm like struggling, but I mean, I'm pretty much set for the rest of my life. I would have to really like.
Do you think 200 grand is set for the rest of your life?
No, it's not. No. 200 grand isn't set for the rest of my life. I'm talking about my entire human being.
So you personally are set for life because of your skill set?
Yes.
You don't think there's any hubris in that? Like maybe like you could still
No.
get fall off.
I think you could fall off, but but I still have marketable skills.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think someone would hire you? Like someone would pay you to work
Yes.
for them?
Yes.
sorry, I was just gonna ask, like,
Okay.
I don't know, like, what you've been up to the last, I guess, 4 or 5 months, but like, have you been editing? Like, is editing something that you can kind of turn on and off, or is it something that you?
Yeah, I can turn it. Yeah, no, I can get back on it.
Okay.
I
Do you
just,
still
I
use
just,
Sony Vegas?
Nah.
I just don't understand. Like, you don't seem to have any fear of like the future. Like, you're just so confident in the fact that like your life will just be fine because you're like, you know, a B tier YouTuber. Like, I just don't get it.
What do you mean B tier? You mean A plus tier?
I mean, like relative popularity, like, you know, top.
Yeah, not popularity. I'm not talking about popularity. I'm talking about overall. I'm S tier. What?
Who else would you consider S tier? Like, who's in your league?
Like Filthy Frank, stuff like that.
So you
Like,
mean
Filthy
like
Frank
in
is a
terms of the
fucking
quality,
rockstar.
the quality of your content is S tier?
Not the quality, the sentiment, bro. The general sentiment is S tier. Like, okay, let's say popularity. Okay, Sniper Wolf, right? J Schlatt. Okay, they're getting 5 mil per video. TikTok videos. Me and J Schlatt are different.
Sorry, you're saying Jay Schlatt's a goat?
No, I'm saying he's goated in numbers, but I say I'm not goated in numbers, but I'm goated in general.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay, I mean,
curious
I
how you
feel
think
similarly
like.
about myself. Like,
I'm just curious how you think your skills are going to
I'm-
be marketable when like you're currently like kind of torpedoing your own career, like, and like you think someone would hire
Well,
you?
if the
even
skills
having
are
seen that?
real, like,
Are the
there's
skills real if
capability,
you
right?
haven't
After-
used them and like you can't like get anything done?
Oh, you're saying I would lose my edge? This is like a fear.
I mean, I'm saying like nobody
No,
would
I-
hire you if you haven't done anything in like 6 months and like your channel's like.
But that's
dying.
not how marketable skills work. If it's like
I mean,
saying,
one
like, I
skill
can't
people
use
take
my
into
bike
account
because
is
I
like,
don't-
are you going to be like an employee worth having around? Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean that I understand what you mean. Like worth having around. What do you mean by that?
Like, are you going to get work done? You haven't gotten work done in like 6
Oh,
months.
get
Why would
work
anyone
done,
hire
dude.
you?
People get paid to do. There are people with way less work ethic than I could have that get paid big bucks.
I mean, I guess, but like
Work ethic, yeah.
I guess, but like, why would somebody hire you given the fact that like you've shown zero work ethic? Like, I'm sure there are easy jobs, yeah,
What do
undoubtedly.
you mean I've shown zero work ethic? I have 2 million subs.
Yeah, and for the past 6 months, you've done nothing.
Yeah, but because I have a bunch of money because I worked really hard.
So now you're cool to just like fall off, like, you know?
Yes, I'm not getting owned. It's just like I'm young. I'm gonna be like I don't want to do YouTube anymore because I have a bunch of money. It's like the usual standard issue procedure.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah. Yo, I wanted to ask though, who do you watch on YouTube, bro? Because I'm trying to picture like if you're S tier, like who else are you viewing as like comparable and people who still do it. You know what I mean? Like what videos are you watching nowadays?
I feel like the videos that I watch nowadays, like law videos, like Audit the Audit, or like real crime videos, stuff like that.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that. My bad.
Law videos and real crime stuff like that.
Oh shit. Okay. Like Jim Can't Swim.
Jim Can't Swim, Matt Orchard, Audit the Audit, police videos, stuff like that.
Okay. Huh. Okay. So then you don't watch any like any content that like could be comparable to yours, like memes.
Not really.
Huh. All right.
I don't know. I guess I wish you the best, man. I don't know. I hope you.
Well-
I hope that this is not true and you beat it. That's my wish.
Well, it's court, right? Court genuinely isn't. It's really fair, man. Like the courts are fair. Like there is bias, but the thing is, they have a lot of balances and checks more than anywhere else. Court has that, where they make it, fair.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes down. I think Jabroni's predicting that you're gonna lose, basically.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't seen this video.
Why did you predict? Wait, what?
I don't think he didn't say that, but like.
Yeah, I don't. Why would he say that?
What did he say?
I mean, there was a slight lean in like, yeah, Twomad's fuck. But I feel
Okay.
like that's kind of what most people think.
See, but that's that's the thing. Everybody's so retarded. Who's analytical enough to like be able to look at what's here and be able to be like, actually, this is how it actually will play out. My lawyer knows how it's gonna play out. You know what my lawyer says? My lawyer says they have a f***ing nothing burger. You only use nothing burger when you're like, that's nothing burger.
Do you think her
So we're
lawyer
gonna do
thinks it's gonna
tremendously
play
well.
out or no?
Sorry, say again.
How do you think her lawyer thinks it's gonna play out?
Oh, yeah, that's strange. Like, her lawyer is definitely top tier lawyer too, right? So it's like, what? Yeah, I don't know. I think that the sexual assault stuff, it's not sexual assault in my opinion. Pretty good chance, like, if I don't think it's sexual assault, I don't think they're gonna get away with it either. And then it's like, yeah, you post it online, and it's like, it does seem like you posted it to harm him. How do you defend that? What defense do you have for that?
Is that something they would? Well, I guess you could ask that in court, but she would just say no. It was like.
It was
protect
sexual
them,
assault.
protect victims,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
It's
I
definitely
feel
not protect victims, because I didn't do it again. I spammed people with like schizo texts, but I've hung out with girls who wanted to have sex with me. I just wouldn't have sex with them.
Simple
I
Dude
never
Edison
did what I did
chat
with Bella ever
says,
again.
he says, I just missed the Borderlands profile picture in old videos. Is that stuff ever gonna come back, or are you just done with that?
This guy's like, he's depressed. He likes nostalgia and stuff like that. You don't like seeing character art.
How do you think? What do you
Yeah,
think
well,
about iDubbbz'
bro, this is a
character
pretty
arc?
like not like a hype character arc, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Space. It's space.
Yeah, okay.
Twomad, what do you think about
What was the
iDubbbz?
retention on the Oompa? What was the retention on the Oompaville video? Like, I actually do want to
Not
kind of know.
good.
Like, did people actually watch it?
Terrible.
Definitely bottom of the barrel.
Bro.
Is it like 2 minutes average or something?
Yeah, it's like 6 minutes or something like that. Not even 6, you know? Like, I don't know if it was 6. Maybe like 3?
I get your
That's like-
nihilism around that video because I've had like a controversy response where the average watch time is like 1 minute, and in that case, I actually like tried to make a coherent point. And everyone just left a dislike and left. But so I get that. But like at the same time, I feel like I feel like in this situation, you kind of have the upper hand. Like you are the bigger content creator. Like you have like a name. You have like you still have a little respect and clout in your name even still.
That's what it is, isn't it? It's like, because if you have an intelligent take, the intelligent take isn't very fun. It's not fun.
Yeah.
If I wasn't fat, I'd be smart, honestly.
If you weren't fat.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'll only not be fat if it means for bitches, and I clearly don't get bitches.
You that fat?
I'm fat to the point where I don't get like Tinder matches. That's what fat is, right? If you're not getting Tinder matches, you're fat.
I mean, I'm not fat, but I feel like
I feel like you might be not getting because of your mindset, bro.
Man, they always say that.
I feel
mean,
like I've
really saying you're a sociopath. You don't really give a about the person. You're just trying to smash the, and you know.
Dude, I feel like
sex
throughout my
lifestyle.
life, like most of the hottest
Amazing.
girls I knew, like especially in like high school and college and stuff, like they were dating like fat retards who were just like funny.
I understand, like, yeah, girls like great personalities. I have that, but not with women yet.
So you've been smashing a bunch of guys?
I've been in the hills, dude. No. I should have been doing that, but next time, guys.
Yeah.
But I get empathy with women soon, and then
Sorry,
it'll be fun.
I'm saying you're gonna acquire empathy for women. Say that again.
Yeah.
How?
I already have it. I have empathy.
You're an idiot.
So you didn't have it back then?
No, I had it.
Okay.
I have it. I'm saying that I could have more.
Okay.
I see. Okay. What do you think about like? Do you follow current events on YouTube or no? Do you not give a?
Yeah.
What do you think
I
about?
don't.
What do you think about iDubbbz? What do you think? What's his character arc?
Based, he's doing the thing I did where he's going against the grain. Well, he has like girlfriend. He's like realizing that like he did bad things, like super apologetic about it. He doesn't have to say that his people were terrible.
Yeah.
Like they
I
suck.
was gonna say like, what do
he doesn't
you
have to
think
say
about him like apologizing to like Tana Mojo and all that?
Oh, I mean, who really cares? Like, you can apologize or not. iDubbbz's still gonna get good views. You know what I mean? If it was gonna kill his career, I'm sure you'd exclude it, but they don't do that. Based apology. I don't go. I don't think Tana gives a f. Nobody cares. It's like self-absorbed on his part. It's like that Atriot clip, like white people. They're so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's like you're not like, you don't really need to apologize to the public for that anyway. Yeah.
Yo, Tom, can we get technicals in here? He I guess might know more or whatever. He just has he wants to ask Twomad.
Yeah, I mean you're
what the
welcome to add him.
hell?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
That's wild.
Whatever you want, bro.
One sec.
Was pop.
What's up?
Hello.
Do you have questions for Twomad?
Yeah, is there any like court dates set yet for you?
Yeah, like it's like in like a month from. It's like the end of this.
I think he has like a pre-trial hearing to decide if it goes to court.
Did you guys talk about any of the actual stuff in the papers that he was served or no?
Yeah.
We had like a little bit of. We had a couple conversations. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. We're talking about like lawyer. We're talking.
Yeah.
Lawyer?
Well, like the stuff that she's like the stuff that's a part of the case and like what she's gonna bring up in court.
Yeah, like what I said to the lawyer or what I said today.
I just I didn't even know the stream was happening. Someone told me about it, so.
We talked
we
talked about it
oh.
briefly. Just ask whatever questions you want. Don't worry about redundancy. I'd say.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
don't have any questions because I was talking to
Oh.
Twomad in private, and I don't want to
Yeah.
say anything that he's not comfortable with.
Okay.
You can say whatever. Yeah, you can say whatever.
Are you playing Overwatch right now?
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Are you streaming
Why
Twomad
are
or
you
no?
guys- No.
Okay.
I just heard the click clacking. No, I think it's cool. I'm glad that you and Gokinaru were actually talking to him.
Well, yeah, it just kind of happened on a whim because he was messaging me saying he didn't understand why the response video was bad, and I was trying to explain it to him, and then he's just like,
Oh,
yeah,
it was funny as f, but
Yeah.
It's funny,
would-
but not
I
a good
would never-
response, right?
right. I would never
watchable.
tell someone to make a response like that. I thought it was really funny.
Bruh. It's
It's like-
watchable.
It's meta. As
It's basically unwatchable to a normal person.
Don't feed into it, Technicals. Don't feed into it.
but it's so funny, dude. I love trolling.
Bruh.
Your
There's
trolling is
only
gonna
one
ruin
part-
this
there's only
dude's
one
life.
part.
No,
bro.
but yeah, it's a terrible idea to do, but I have to, game recognize game.
Yeah, I'm base.
Okay, look, the only part that made me like actually got me hard was Oompaville saying something like, here's a tweet of Twomad saying, I love kids, and then it just goes to Twomad and it's like 3 seconds past and he's like, ugh. He just like makes like the most like what the fuck.
My genuine reaction.
Yeah, a lot of a lot of the citations seem to be revolving around the tweets that you've been making a lot, and like probably the videos are gonna
You
have
mean in
citations.
the-
Citations?
I feel like the
Are you
more
talking
that
about
you
in the
talk, the more-
document or?
Yeah, I
court?
feel like the more
Okay.
that Twomad is posting, the more she's just gonna throw into
I mean, that was
the
our
case
that was
for
our
the
advice. Like, it just makes you
Freedom
look
of speech.
crazier.
No, yeah, freedom of speech for sure, but like you don't want to stack against you.
Freedom of speech doesn't preclude
Nah,
you
she
from
can't
like
win.
being sued.
Wait,
in
isn't
civil
that the
court.
point of freedom of speech? Is so people can continue to keep doing the thing and they don't feel like they're being stacked against?
Freedom
No,
of
it means that you
speech.
can't be prosecuted for like your speech.
That's what's happening.
Yeah,
I'm not
It's
gonna
not,
talk-
it's
but
not
she's u-
prosecution.
but
It's
she's u-
civil court.
She's using your speech to like prove a point. It's not like you're not getting prosecuted for the speech.
I was
itself.
saying-
You're
well,
like
that's- yeah, but
divulging stuff.
You have
I
to
was
prove
saying
like
more
my
than
character,
that, the more
but they
shit
would
you
know
have
anyways.
out there, like the
Yeah.
more that lawyers have to process, and it'll like drain your 200K.
It makes discovery really.
Isn't
It just makes you look crazy and obsessed, dude. This is what I'm saying. Like, her point right now is like stack it so you look crazy and obsessed. And right now, honestly, you do look both of those things.
As far as harassment, I feel like she'd definitely be able to get a restraining order. But the issue is the amount of money she's demanding. to
How
go
much
along
is she
with it.
actually
the
demanding?
fuck?
Can someone tell me?
over 25,000.
That's it? I
yeah.
feel like that's not that bad.
It's not defined. It's like 25 to whatever.
I feel like just settle early on for 25 and I don't know.
No.
You probably would pay less, dude. That's probably less than you'd pay in legal fees by the end of it if it actually goes to trial.
Well, all of her legal fees are being covered by Jameski, so it's honestly
I'm going
dependent on
trial.
how much he hates Twomad and is gonna fund this.
But if she decides to settle because it's just a decent deal, like I don't know, you avoid trial, which like I mean I don't know if you're gonna win or not, but like
Oh, I mean, if the settlement
Winner-
goes in my way, like, yeah, I'm just not gonna do what she wants.
okay.
Right. I mean, at some point, you're both gonna sit down and like probably agree on terms that are agreeable, and then you can just avoid the whole thing.
I feel like that's
They're
best
gonna
case
go
scenario
completely my
because
way, I'll go to
then you
trial.
don't have to deal with the actual trial, and then like okay, let's say it does go to
No, I
trial.
can
Let's
deal with the
say
trial.
that she doesn't win, then you have to do a countersuit. Like that's just so much time and money. Like I feel like best case scenario, if what you're saying is true and she's falsely accusing you, like deal with it as swift as possible and just like let go of whatever anger you have and just move the on because it's just not worth it.
It's
Like,
not anger.
you would benefit
not
you would
anger.
benefit way more to just like get rid of her from your life in whatever way you can and then just like make
Not
videos
really.
again and get rich.
No.
How?
Because then it would be like the thing is like maybe you have a point if it's like we settle and it's like a public apology, then okay.
Well, if that's a part of her settlement, yeah, I could see that. But you definitely the reason he wants to countersuit is because he feels like he's been and like he wants a win in this. And if he doesn't get an apology, then there's no end in sight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like I could let it go, but it's like I don't know. It's weird because she's like suing me, and if she had something on me, she would totally go for the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
What?
that she doesn't have something on you?
Yes, it's just a nothing burger.
Okay.
Like she's just delusional. Like her brain is like you know. Sometimes I think about what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong and it's just like I'm just getting the version of the events wrong, or like I'm not remembering something because I was on drugs or something like that. I still just think it's like a nothing burger.
But see, when you
There's,
say
like-
when you
there's,
say
like,
stuff like
camera
that, when you say
footage in the
maybe I was on
hospital.
drugs, that makes it like if they show this in court, it's like can he even trust his own recollection of events?
No, yeah, I mean they'll ask questions and stuff. They'll like cross-examine me and like.
But they
I'll
may
just answer
but they may
truthfully.
try to prove to. Does civil court have a jury?
They
when you
can't
guys
just
tell
say he's on ketamine, everything's out the window. They have to also like find out like they.
Yeah, but it's not just one
thing.
thing. It's just like stacking it on top of it to like build a narrative. Like
No,
technical.
no,
Is
it's
there a
not.
jury in civil court?
I've never been to civil court, and I don't want to give
think so.
anyone.
I
the
don't
wrong-
imagine there would be.
It
but
can
I'm
be.
not sure.
I think.
All I know is wait, sorry. So
I've
wait
seen
up.
Judge
What
Judy, like,
what drugs
1,000
were you
times,
using at that time anyway?
Ketamine?
But Judge Judy is small.
Just
Isn't that
ketamine?
mostly like small claims or
Ketamine?
whatever? Like it's like bullet.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not an authority on that.
I don't know. I don't think it's a small claim.
Someone says Trump lost to a jury in a similar case, lost millions. I think yes. I think sometimes there was a jury.
Yeah, civil court. Yeah, it can. I think.
I guess what I'm saying is like I understand you're saying like okay, this one little thing, like this one little stream clip of you right now is like not going to tip it over the edge. I agree with that, but like an accumulation of things can paint you as an unreliable narrator. Whereas she has very smartly just shut the
I don't think she did. I think she's
Well, she-
PM'd people like testimonies.
Yeah, but okay,
she did
yes,
something
but she's not
Apple.
tweeting incessantly every day about you. You realize there's a difference.
But I don't tweet incessantly.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, well,
I do have a legit question though. There was that one guy you brought up in the response to Oompaville that had sex with a 15-year-old or whatever, allegedly.
Based.
Sorry. Do you have like, is there any evidence that he's the one that wrote all that? Like the apology? Did he write
Oh
it
yeah,
out? Like,
no, it's just like he sends me a text message and he's like rewrite it so she doesn't know. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's
I
what
don't really
mention that a lot.
like.
So
the
that's
point
she.
of
That's a
that-
disregard for truth, right? She knows that it's not a true apology. She puts it on the internet. That also the defamation case.
She knew that.
Yes, she knew that
I'm not convinced. How did she know?
because she's friends with the dude for 1.5 years, and I told her
You told her
Okay,
before everything?
and,
a year and a half ago.
Okay, and why? And sorry, why do you think that basically like helps your case because you're not admitting, I guess, guilt to anything
Well,
or
it's
whatever?
because no. He's saying as far as like a countersuit, if she presented that information, like the apology, as if it were like his own apology and not just to placate her, then
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. That like she knew that it wasn't really his apology.
Do you just have some kind of like, is there just some kind of like something you could like show someone that would like show that, I guess? It's not really yours.
Yeah, that it's not my. Yeah, that Andrew wrote it. Yes.
You do have something that would show that he wrote it.
Yes.
And
yes.
do you have something showing your intent
and
to
that
placate
she
her?
knows that I told her.
Right.
Yeah, that I told her that it's not my apology that he wrote it. I told her that.
You're
I
gonna,
texted that to her, she had that.
you know, you're gonna see her in person in the courtroom at some point. Is that kind of like, does that weird you out?
That's gross. I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Okay. I wonder if she's watching this right now. She very well may be.
It should be wilding, bro.
But you said the apologies that you sent her via text, you're saying those were like the more sincere ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't understand how, like, why does it matter that the Oregon meme apology, I guess, isn't admissible or whatever? Like, what was different between the Oregon apology and the text set messages that you sent?
The ones that were just talking about like sexual stuff, and then she's juxtaposing it with like sexual assault allegations when it wasn't sexual assault. Like, had she had said he was just like a bad boyfriend or he just pushed my sexual boundaries, duh. But she doesn't use that word. She uses sexual assault.
Would you?
That's
Would you?
sexual
Yeah, and she
assault.
was using that word. She was using those terms while you were like seeing each other, right?
Yeah.
Well, you also mentioned that you like blocked her multiple times, and the only time that she actually came over to do the deed was after you offered money.
Yes.
Would you
opened
consider
right
this
up.
like, yeah? Would you consider that like a real relationship, or was it more transactional?
The thing is, she's never done that before, and then she would tell you like, yeah, it was like that wasn't my main priority. Is with the word she would. I don't know if she said it was main priority, but she was saying something about like how a big part of that was like she wanted to see if it would go well, like just hanging out with me.
But she still got the money, right?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
She came over to do it, and I was just like, I got scared, and I said never mind, and then she was like, why?
Ethan
Yes,
Knob
why?
says Twomad needs to stay off the internet. He's probably already lost at this point, unless she does something insanely like lie under oath. I don't know if he's lost
you
at
guys
this
are
point,
just
but I would
paranoid
say
anxiety.
he should stay off the internet. Do you not agree with that? Like, bottom line, you honestly probably shouldn't be on this live stream, but you
I
are.
would just chill a little bit for sure.
I think it's okay.
Is it part of the? Are you like
Um,
trolling? Are you trying to metagame allegation stuff?
I think
'Cause that's
that
what it
it's
seemed
just
when
like, I mean, it's like, hey, but like, how safe do I need to play it, really?
I mean,
well,
pretty
just don't
safe.
dig a deeper hole.
What's that? What?
Like, just don't dig a deeper hole. Like, don't say a
Oh.
bunch of people that take out of context and like attack you with.
It's already dug. Like the second you put sexual assault allegations on the internet, it's already dug. Like,
Yeah. Okay. You could still go deeper though. You can always go deeper.
yeah, but I haven't gone deep. I already dug the hole deep as it goes,
Okay.
and it's fun. You know, it's fun to dig the hole. It's fun.
Did you get like annoyed at people and then you just kind of like were trolling to like get back at them?
Sure, yeah.
Because I can see that being like rebellious towards the people trying.
I mean,
to
that's
make
true,
you
but
do
it's like
something.
that's how you let
you
them
still,
win by spurring the out.
Right, because then you validate.
That's
like,
exactly what they
they're saying.
want. They literally want you to have that meltdown. Like, that validates the preconceived notion. And then it also makes it harder for someone else to defend you because it just muddies the waters with this bullshit. And people then from the outside go
What if
into
I was
it.
autistic?
Okay.
What if I was autistic or it's like
And then let me just finish. And then people who like have never really like who like are going into a video like about this or like, you know, are hearing about it for the first time, they're just gonna hear like, oh, Twomad's crazy and a schizo, like he's probably unreliable, I'm just not gonna listen to him. Like that's
Those
gonna be
people
their...
that read the book. They read the book by the cover. Fuck these people. They're fucking idiots.
I mean,
They're not
yeah,
gonna read
yeah,
mine.
but that's like,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
are.
that's like 7 out of every like 10 people.
Well, I mean,
And when you read the first 20 pages of the book and they're all like literally nothing, you know what I mean? It's like hard to read the rest of the book, you know what I mean?
well, you just wouldn't read that part of the book and then you would just skip to that page that you want to read.
But
the
nobody's gonna
internet's
wanna
very
read it.
unforgiving.
Okay.
They don't
No,
have
but
the
the-
attention span to get to midway through the book.
Yeah, like
No, they
you have
skip
to
that
understand, like
page. They don't have
especially,
the attention span to
dude,
skip.
especially in like the attention economy that we exist in, like you know how this works if you're a YouTuber, like you know it's hard to hold people's attention. Like with something like this, you need to be able to like hold their attention the best possible when it actually matters. And at this point, like the amount of attention has been spread so thin, like nobody gives a fuck. fuck? I mean, you said it yourself.
But I can always do that. I can always build it back up.
Can you?
That's why I
Can
can
you
be
always
so bad,
build
is
it back up?
because
Are you
of why-
sure?
That's the point of a safety net. And yes, I'm like pretty sure about it.
Okay.
Like, I mean, if I was still
are you
doing like that stuff like right now, then it would be like, oh. But if it's just tweets, it's like, okay, well, that's my humor. It's like maybe there's even an argument for it's beneficial for you. You're releasing your full fucking energies. Like you've always been hiding. You've been hiding for a long time. Now you're like being real about what you think is funny and what you think is entertaining.
What did you feel like you were hiding?
I mean, I've always been edgy or whatever, but like obviously the public doesn't like that. I guess it's like.
I mean, but clearly the public does kind of
like.
like that to an extent because you got famous off being edgy. Like people thought the Korean.
So then
shit
good.
was
Then they'll
funny.
like what I'm doing right now. Then it's a pop.
I think the issue, as far as like, I don't really give a about all the trolling and schizo posting. I just like wish you had a conversation like this earlier. That's all I really cared about.
That would have helped a lot, honestly.
Aww.
Because it seemed like that. No, I'm not saying that as like a. I'm saying it as like a. I would have liked to hear your genuine thoughts like earlier.
Did
if
you
were gonna
friend
come
request
out
me on
about it.
Fortnite? Twomad?
I mean, sorry, what you
just got
felt like you were hiding before this, and what you feel like you're unleashing now, is it
Edgy
just
humor, like the fucking how I actually think, how I feel about stuff.
wait up, humor or like your actual opinion?
My
You know,
personality.
like-
I think he means like joking about like whatever and anything.
How I feel about everything. How I feel about like fucking attention economy. How I feel about everything.
You
Joke your
could've-
moment,
all right,
dude.
all right, whatever. I feel like you could have just had all these opinions before. It's more like what, like the on women thing? Like you wouldn't have been on women as hard as you are now, or whatever. Like this chick, I don't get it.
Yes.
Okay. Are you still using ketamine? Like, is that like something you got in the back pouch?
Not really.
Sorry.
He said not
Oh,
really.
not really.
Okay.
And that's good.
So like, when did you start using ketamine? Because it's like basically like almost you get drunk type of thing, right? Like that's more or less the effect.
Well, I've been using it the entire time I knew the girl.
Yeah. Okay. And like how I don't know, like how much were you buying?
A lot, like 30K worth.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
And so like, was it something that you'd use for anxiety type of thing, or was it something you would use to get up?
I mean, I guess anxiety. I just like it. I enjoy it.
Right, but like you said, you were like when you would like meet up with her. I guess especially the first time you were like nervous or whatever, and you were saying like you were kind of doing things without really thinking about it too hard. Like when you basically like pointed the BB at her, was that like you were on ketamine type of thing?
Yeah, I may have been on ketamine that day. I think I was, but yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. So like, was she using it as well? Like, would you ever?
No.
No.
I would offer it, but I mean, I wouldn't have it at my place to give it to her. It was more like, would you do that one day or something?
Okay, you didn't keep it at your place?
No, I would sometimes, but I wouldn't mainly have it like around available type beat at home. I would sometimes, but just not all the time.
Yeah, and you're a bigger guy, so like, how much would you take usually? Like,
I don't know. Well, I mean, 200 milligrams was like the IV, but the like powder shit, I don't know, just like whatever amount.
so you were snorting it?
Yeah. These questions.
No, it's just funny. I think it's funny. I think doing coke is funny.
Doing ketamine sounds funnier.
Okay.
It's a funnier word.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's more novel.
Isn't it literally
sounds
like
less
horse tranquilizer or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, okay. So were there ever times when you would take ketamine and you just pass the out and you don't even like remember? You get like a ketamine blackout?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think that could like affect like how they would see your case as far as like your recollection and like are you a reliable narrator? Like she's mentally ill maybe, but you're doing ketamine all the time and having blackouts.
Yeah. No, I mean I wouldn't blacking out that day. I blacked out in like past. What ketamine did that day. If I was on ketamine, it's very possible.
If you were.
You should definitely try to
It
know
was like
for
a
sure
woozy
if that
thing.
was the case.
Again?
You should try to know for sure if that was the case. If you would have
Okay,
like
yeah.
some kind of like altering substance.
Well, I mean, I
on
just
that
side
thing.
with like yes, I was for the most part. Like,
Okay. All right. And so like, was there ever like, would she ever like? Do you think there's any messages where she would like complain about how she would like go over and you were basically like zooted off of ketamine?
all the time, this bitch is always saying it fucking all the
Right.
fucking time.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that like part of why you viewed her as like your girlfriend? Because she actually did seem like concerned for your mental health or whatever, or was it more she was saying you were zooted on ketamine and you were being fucking weird while you were on it?
Well, she would just say like you're like a zombie or something like that.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
All right, that makes
Amber
sense.
Heard.
But like, so do you think it was like out of her like feeling concerned for you, or was literally she was just complaining because you were like fucking, it was making you weird, basically?
Both. Mostly probably like because it's like unhealthy, probably.
Right. You obviously you were mentioning like you were a virgin, you hadn't had any like intimacy with women or whatever. Would you basically basically like use the ketamine kind of as a crutch to like, you know, make you feel like more, you know, base level when you would like get.
Yeah, I used it to talk to girls. Yeah.
Yeah, no, to talk to girls, yeah, but like I'm saying like to literally like you know, like when you would basically make like sexual advances and shit like that, would you usually?
Not
like,
really. No,
No?
not
Okay.
like that. Like I would
I'm
use
saying, like,
ketamine not
earlier in
because
the
I was
day,
like.
though.
Say again?
Like earlier in the day, like would you?
Yeah, like earlier in the day, like I would use ketamine. Like it wasn't something that I would use. Like, oh man, I'm like she's coming over. I need to use it so I can like be ready or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like I would take it because I just liked it.
Right.
It's
Okay.
part of the day.
Yeah, yeah, okay. No, yeah, it wasn't like something you were consciously like, fuck, I'm nervous, I want to do this. You were just kind of like, I feel like I want to do it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you take any kind of like medication, like normal pills? Do you have like ADHD medication or anything?
No, I mean so sometimes.
Sometimes? Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
Okay. Would you ever, sorry, did you ever get high with this girl? Because that's one of the claims in the court case, right? That she like, that you like convinced her to drug her or whatever. Like, what is she even referring to with that?
Oh yeah, the marijuana thing.
Yeah.
I definitely offered her marijuana that day. I know that because I have video of me when I sexually assaulted her. She claims or whatever. You guys should watch that video.
Public?
Which one?
Yeah, I'll find it.
Okay.
Paste the video. I don't think there's any like problems with like showing that in stream, right? Like it's fine.
No, you're fine.
I think.
You also mentioned that at some point there's like video evidence of the whole BB gun incident. Is there like,
Yeah.
do you have like security cams just set up in your house or stuff like that?
There's a video
Yeah, I
in
just
chat
got a longer clip of that.
that you can see. There's a gun thing. Is that in chat?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I got it sent to me. I can send that
Longer.
if you want.
I'll put that video in the chat too. That video is based.
I think it's it's this, right?
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but that's only 11 seconds.
Thank you, Yuri, for the dono. Tech, what's your like big picture view of this?
I win.
Oh yeah, this one cuts off early. My big picture view?
Yeah.
I told Twomad in private. I think more than likely, like I said earlier as well, that she has a case for the restraining order, and I think that's better for both of them. Honestly,
Yeah, it seems
doesn't
like they shouldn't
sound
be
like a
hanging
good
out.
idea for.
It's been a year and a half. What the fuck? I haven't talked to this.
Yeah. But as far as like the actual case, after looking over like what she has for her claims, it doesn't seem like she has good enough evidence for like serious claims to like, you know, put Twomad behind bars for any amount of time or.
Well, he wouldn't go behind bars anyway because civil court.
Right,
We're
It would
talking
just be
about money. It's money.
Right. Money. But yeah, I don't think there's enough there. But I do think people are gonna keep citing a lot of the stuff about like the trans girl, you schizo posting on Twitter and stuff to discredit you before even listening to anything about the case. So I think like as far as like a public court of opinion, that one's been lost pretty decidedly unless you like come back with a well thought out video or something after the case.
I mean, it doesn't really matter to me.
Well, do you still want to upload YouTube videos and stuff?
I don't think it takes that away.
Well, you'll still have an audience for sure, but some of it will definitely fall off.
Yeah, I mean, like, wait, I gotta upload it on YouTube because I don't have Nitro. I thought I had Nitro.
Oh, okay.
Was there more to this clip that you sent, Tom?
Yeah.
At 1:30, Twomad, what'd you throw there? It looks like something got thrown.
1:30. Oh, like in the back. I don't know.
Did you finish watching it, Gokunar?
Sorry, I have 30 seconds left.
Yeah, at 1:50 he mentions
Verbally, you
that
can
it's
hear
not-
him.
Yeah, you can verbally hear him in the video. He's like, did you think it was a real one? 'Cause it's not a real gun. And then he mentions that he might still have one, like an actual one.
I have a real one. I may still have a real one.
He says, "I have a real one. I may still have a real one."
Is it because she seemed shocked? Is that what you asked her when she walked in?
I guess.
How did she have a hold of this video, or is this your video?
Well, it's got to be from his Ring doorbell.
Well, my
Yeah,
question
it's
is like,
mine.
I thought when it was first presented, like I don't know, an hour ago or so, I thought you were saying this was a part of the case or something.
No, they don't have this video yet.
Was it? I feel like maybe you shouldn't have sent this to us retrospectively. I mean,
No, it's fine.
Okay.
This was the instance where she references brandishing a firearm, right? Or is that a separate instance?
Yes, that's the brandishing firearm thing. So then the claim that she's making is basically like, I knew he had guns in the house and he wouldn't let me leave. But the thing is, when you ask her the question of like, did he ever threaten to use the gun on you? Did he ever like imply that he was gonna like pull a gun out or use a gun? I don't think he's gonna say yes to that.
And you're basically saying you're just being quirky and you weren't really thinking about it.
Yeah, I was just being like, and like being like scary or whatever.
So wait up, you were trying to scare her a bit?
I guess so, yeah. Like the thing is like, she would never get scared.
Like she, wait up. Are you saying like she just wouldn't?
Like when I
like,
pulled the
act
gun on her,
shocked?
right? When I pulled
Yeah.
the gun on her in that video, she didn't get scared of it as like a gun. She thought I was trying to give it to her. So it's like,
Well,
I was
you didn't
like- I
pull.
was
You
like-
didn't. Okay, to clarify, you didn't pull it on her. You had it. When you were confronting her.
She
on the
calls
phone.
it pulling it on her, but no, the intention was to like give it to her, and like she would react to just seeing it. Her reaction was, "I'm not taking that."
So
like,
you were
okay.
you were handing it out to her because you were pointing it
Yeah.
down the whole time. You didn't like
Yeah, no,
pull out the gun and like
yeah, I
point
didn't-
it at her face.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't have any intention of like pointing it at her in a way that seemed like I was gonna use it. I was gonna hand it to her. I was like, "Here, take it." And she said, "No, I'm not gonna take that."
Okay, so she was spooked by the idea of you trying to like just hand her the BB gun.
No, she wasn't even scared of it at all. She just seemed completely unfazed, which surprised the out of me.
Yeah.
Right.
Completely unfazed.
When you say like it surprised the out of you, that like basically means you were expecting a reaction that was like freak the fuck out, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right. And so like, is there any other footage then that you're able to like send us, like just for like better context about like
Yeah,
how?
yeah.
Sorry, I thought there was something else you might have been trying to send. I wasn't sure.
Do you have videos of you guys together that would be relevant?
Well,
for
he
us to see?
mentioned the
Yeah.
bleeding.
I'm gonna send you.
Not sex.
Not what?
No, Patrick Bateman.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
so
relate
this
it.
is
Listen,
like,
well,
this is a really good video.
fellas, when we go to the gym, we all relate to the Patrick Bateman thing, right? We all relate to that.
What? At the gym?
I mean,
He's
you know,
talking
you're
about looking in the mirror.
you're looking in the mirror.
Being
Jesus Christ, Tom.
like
Yeah.
megalomaniac hours.
I'm just saying, you
Yeah.
know, sometimes you just gotta admire your own muscles, you know, in the heat of love, you know, you just gotta admire.
Being,
your
Oh,
own
after
thing.
you.
Me and technicals have stigmatism. We can't see probably 2 feet in front of us.
Right.
Stigmatism.
Stigma.
You got like football eyes.
You have football? What the does that
fucks
mean?
with your-
Sigma cantle tilt.
Is
Yeah,
this a
you have
racist
stigma.
thing?
No.
Sexual assault video.
No, it affects your peripheral.
Oh, is it like the hunter eye? Is that what you're talking about?
Under eyes.
See, I have the negative canthal tilt, which means I can see perfectly at all moments.
Oh,
But I also look like a dog with Down syndrome.
meme.
All right, so first of all, we got this screenshot from Bella Goldilocks. Says, I don't really say much, but yeah, the groping thing was nothing compared to what happened earlier. Basically, I was extremely uncomfortable and telling him to stop touching me. He kept grabbing my thighs and messing with my skirt, starting like touching my feet and shit. I'm literally stuck in a corner basically, and the MF stands up, takes out his dick, and kept telling me to grab it and look at it and stuff. Keep in mind, I'm super uncomfortable. I told him to put it away, and he kept getting closer to me, doing same shit until I tried leaving the room. He grabbed me then, and like he grabbed me from behind. He was still hard, and I could feel it against my back as I was trying to get away, and he was still like grabbing my ass and stuff. Sorry for wall of text. Oops, he did that twice. Yeah, I met him October 2022. I hung out with him in person a few times. There's seriously so much insanely terrible stuff he did to me. It would take ages to explain. But the highlight is that he was taking a lot of drugs, pressuring me into sex, verbally belittling me constantly. Jokes about things like if I cut myself, it would be hot, that he would kill me and stuff. Locked me outside his house in the middle of the night for fun. Then when he asked me to come over to apologize, he sexually assaulted me by groping me the whole time while I kept pushing his hands off, telling him no. Pressuring me into sex again after I asked, does it matter if I don't want to? He said no, then grabbed me as I was trying to run out of his house's front door. Started groping me like I was crying, and I had to use my full power to get him off. His friend showed up as I was running to my car and helped me get out after Twomad started running to my car as I was about to go. Then that night he saw XQC and his girlfriend and told him everything because he thought it was funny. Is this XQC thing real?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I don't think he said anything publicly about this stuff, as I know. So I guess with that out of the way, we kind of know that was her claims. I mean, some of that seems reflected in the video.
I think that the
Not
part
all of
like
it.
where she's like groping me the whole time, and then she says like he was okay. Then he said when I tried leaving the room, he grabbed me, and then it's just like there's jumps here and like literally the entire room.
She's
The way she puts it together.
right after you basically stop the recording there.
Yeah, like after the recording there, she's like, I get my dick out, is what she says. I don't remember this. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't even know if that's what she's talking about. She could say that I remember getting my dick out in the other room, but I don't really know for sure like what she's talking about. But
Okay.
he says, yeah,
We've got this video now. For crying, I guess. Am I?
face. Yeah, there's not much here, but look at her big ass shoes, bro.
You don't understand anything.
All right, that's just
All
the
right.
changing
You
light
just-
bulb one.
Dang,
Okay.
if you can stream it, Tom.
Did I not? Okay. Yeah, I can stream it. Sorry. I thought you guys.
Oh,
could
are
see
we
it.
watching it? My bad.
Chat could see it. I
Where's
just
the chat?
I just didn't show it to you guys. All right, you ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't understand anything.
Why are you retarded? Like, why are you so?
Wait.
Why are you the most retarded person of all time that I've ever seen in my life? Okay, next
she's
video.
not. If she was having sex with me, like interested, I would. There would be no problem.
Okay, here's another video.
Face.
There you go.
Two light bulbs. Nope.
She's changing a light bulb. What's the relevance of this?
I think that's around the time when, like, at least I don't know if it's the same day or not, but it was like around, I associate that video when I was like begging her for head and then she eventually caves.
Okay.
The thing is like if we're watching a YouTube video and then I pulled my dick out, because like, so if it happened in that room, the one in the longer video, that means after I shut off the video or something like that. Definitely wasn't before. I don't think they were watching fucking. No, it was after that video. So I turn off the camera, and then for some reason I like turn on the YouTube video or whatever. At some point or whatever is what she says. What the f do we watch YouTube? Is my question. And when I was getting my dick sucked, it was in a completely different room. It was near where the what's it called? Where she was changing the light bulbs, near that area. It was like, bruh,
Right.
It's a different room.
Okay. When you said you don't remember, when you said you didn't remember earlier, were you saying you didn't remember whether you pulled your dick out or not, or like whether it was in that?
Yeah, I don't remember if I pulled my dick out. I remember if I got my dick out at one point. But the thing is, she says that I pulled it out and I demanded. I started demanding her, whatever. Or she says I made her look at it and stuff like that. I was like getting closer.
Right.
I just don't remember. I just don't.
And when you say don't remember, like you're saying you were like high, or like what's the reason? Like I don't get how you don't remember, but like
yeah,
it's like if you're smart enough, yeah, go on.
I guess like I just don't remember. Like it's totally possible if I was on ketamine, I could find out for sure. But like just on the safe side, it's like, yeah, you did ketamine earlier that day. It's not like I was like my pants on ketamine or whatever. It just makes you like woozy zombies with hello describe it as.
Well, she mentions friends
like
at the part where you go to her car. Is there anyone that was like at the house that could like vouch for any side of the story?
Yeah, the running part where she says I chased her and stuff like that. I don't know if that was like inside the house or outside of the house. Oh man, the running part, dude, there was no running that occurred that day. She did like have like a bit of like a brisk walk thing. And I was like, damn, she's kind of fast right now. But like, didn't have to chase her. There's no need to, because she wouldn't run from me. So that's like a thing that's like, as soon as you start asking her, like, okay, when did you start running? How fast? Stuff like that. She's gonna completely just fall on your face. Yeah.
Okay.
So were you like following her out the house to convince her not to leave type beat?
Yeah, I don't even think so. Once I do the last groping thing, as she call it, which I call just a hug, like a backwards hug. She like, it lasts less than 2 seconds, like maybe even one, and then she just pushes me off, and then she is gone. Like I remember her like just being like astounded at the speed that she was gone. Like she takes forever to leave or whatever. So it's like,
did you say anything before that happened, or was it just a hug?
Yeah, I don't think I said. Oh yeah, I did say something. I said you put this on for me. I said you put this on for me. I put my arms around her. Did not touch her breast. She says I did, but just didn't. Like I have to bend my elbows to do that. To get my palms up to her breast, I'd have to bend my elbows. I did not bend my elbows. It just wasn't intuitive. I remember this moment. I remember trying to like I wanted to get like a grasp of her body. That's what I did. And then out of nowhere she was like, you touched my boob. And it's like, at best, like I pushed your fucking shoulders into your boob, or like my arm was like around where like my shoulder touched your boob or something like that. But it wasn't intentional. There was no point where I was like, I want to touch your boob at that moment. It wasn't. I didn't think about it at all. That's the grab moment. That was actually a significant moment. This is when she was leaving. She says that this is like a significant moment. She was like, you assaulted
this night? Sorry, the same night as that
I think so. Yeah, I think it's the same night.
Of the oral?
So I think it all happened. Did it happen? I think so.
Okay.
It's hard to know.
Sorry, when you said you were trying to get a grasp of her body, what do you mean by that?
Grasp, like a grasp. Get on her.
Oh, grasp?
Feel her body.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was a hug, really. Like, it was. It's just like, she says, I tried to tackle her. That's what it says in the TRO. So this is two very different types of like words. I call it like a backwards hug. She calls it a try to tackle. I remember pretty clearly. She was standing there. I remember her just like kind of standing there, and then I'm like, I come up like behind her. I'm like, it just occurs in my head, like, oh man, I want to touch her. You know, like I just had like a moment of like horny. It just snaps in my head, right? And then I'm like, and I tell her,
a moment of what? Sorry, you have
said
a moment
horny.
of what?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Was that why she left? Because you came up from behind her and gave her like a quick hug?
No, she was already leaving. It makes it sound like she was like running from me. She was already leaving. Leaving.
Just normally, or was there like?
Yes, normally. She was leaving normally. She says I chased her. She was leaving normally. Shoes on. If there were those big ass shoes, okay, she has like 2 pairs of shoes. One of them takes forever to put on, and the other one is like some lace bullshit. Both of them take some time to put on. She left right after.
Sorry, was she leaving like on bad terms type of thing? Like, would you guys fight again or something?
I think she sucked my penis before that, and then she was leaving.
That's what I'm trying to understand, because he's saying the oral happened, then he gave her a hug, and then she like pushed him off and then left really quick.
Yeah, but it could have been the oral, could have been the next day. It's possible.
Well, that's what would help you, is to like really think about it and get like a solid timeline, because all of that is super important.
Even now,
Just
I'm
as far
still
as the
somewhat
brain.
confused as to what
Yeah.
exactly the timeline is, because I mean, you don't even seem to know, you know?
Yeah, I mean, she claims everything was rape, right? Like the sex that we had days before this is. She said like touching her thigh was. She said when I gave her that hug was. She said the oral. She said everything is just like coerced or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Was there any point when you went to her house?
Nope.
Never?
Yeah, no, she was like escaping her place to come to mine because she had to go to school. That's it. Like that's her apartment is to go to school. Like, roommates.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
Escapade.
Did you know where she lived and like, did you pick her up or whatever?
She had sent me her address.
Oh.
She actually did.
Oh,
So it's not my house, like a neighboring house, because I didn't want to give her my real address.
Right. Did you know if she was real? Like, what was your context for like messaging her or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I just like kind of knew her like from a dating app type beat. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I the context is like I've already been texting her and it was always just the same, like give me head or I don't give a fuck, block you and then I'm blocked or whatever. Like this.
Right. Chat, what's good?
Okay. Well, I guess I don't have any further questions. Do you guys have anything you want to touch on?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he's gonna send the whatever context here.
Oh, here we go. WYA.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
It's 1 a.m.
here's this for chat to be able to see. Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, that's the gray is her messaging you, right?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
This is the first time.
Kind of a weird relationship.
Yeah. Wait up. So,
Should I
sorry.
become
Did you
a
guys even
stalker?
meet?
This is fun. Up to you though.
Did you guys
What?
even meet this night?
No.
So you actually just like summoned her and then she called your bluff and you're like, oh, were you like nervous or were you actually freaked out?
Yeah, no, I didn't give her my real address, so I wasn't really that nervous. Wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
It was right around that corner, so she would have to. Yeah, just like
Okay.
doxed myself. Faced a woman.
It's definitely an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, definitely is an interesting dynamic. Sorry, Chad. I don't know what's wrong with OBS. It
Well, I don't know.
keeps
Maybe
crap-
there's like the
Yeah.
fact that like it's like the relationship was pretty static in the sense of like what I wanted. That is part of like how it's not against your will, because and then also it's like, but I mean she claims there's like guns or whatever. Like this. Bruh. I mean she did suck my dick after the sexual assault or whatever.
Well, she knew that the alleged brandishing of a firearm was actually a BB gun almost instantly after from that Ring video. But I think
How does she
her,
know?
like, what she's trying to say in her case is that because you mentioned that you actually might have real firearms in the house, that might have been like a credible threat.
Yeah, but then it's like.
Did
I
you
feel like
ever
I
at
should
any
do it.
point like actually show her a real firearm or not?
No.
Did you have them?
Okay.
Perhaps.
Were they yours or like someone else's?
There's somebody else's.
Okay. All right. When you say there was someone else's, like, were you using them? Like, did you take them to the range or anything?
No.
Where were you keeping them?
I was keeping it in the hurt locker.
What the?
That's what she thought.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say you about to.
Okay. Is there any other context that you can send us that'll give us like kind of a better picture of the fact that like after you guys hung out, it was cool? You know what I mean? Or like you weren't like on bad terms or whatever. Because like you mentioned.
Just text messages, like just us texting and stuff, and she's like, "Well, you know that you did grope me that one time, like type shit."
Okay. And do you like? And what do you say to that basically?
I always disagree with her. I'm like, why do you keep saying that? Like, shut the.
Does she define the groping as like the hug that you gave her before she left?
Yeah, she was
Is
like,
that-
that's assault, that's groping, and yeah, like she says that like all of it was like, but yeah, she says the groping, yeah, like I groped her breast when I made the hug thing. What the?
I guess the context kind of matters for that night, just because like if she's on her way out and like literally is like pissed the off, right? And then you go in for the behind the back stranger hug. That might
she was
be
replacing light bulb after
Oh,
the
after.
conversation we had. After
Oh, okay.
after the conversation we had, she leaves that room.
Yeah.
She starts changing like, oh, and this is when she sucked my dick. Here, this is a video right after she
Yeah.
sucked my balls.
Well, is it explicit or no?
No, it's not, but it's like based because this is actually the video I'm remembering now. I thought it was irrelevant, but it's not because this is literally her after she sucked my balls.
Dog, if I was you, I would definitely be like trying to actually get like a coherent timeline just for yourself at least, you know?
Yeah, start putting
A
stuff
lawyers
together.
do that shit.
All right,
No,
all right.
I already started doing it. I already started doing that.
Okay.
All right, all right, all right. Anyway, yeah, so just send us what you got.
She's just like standing.
Andy's coming.
Bye.
The Skinwalker.
There's that.
So sorry, what was the context of that one?
You
That's
said
just
it's
her after she sucked my balls.
Okay. Okay, but like what night, sorry?
I think it's the same day. Oh wait, was it this? Oh, I can find out. Like I click this. Yeah, same day.
Okay, can you like send the timestamp or something just because it's all confusing?
They go logging.
Yeah, the conversation you had with her that you recorded was the 20th of January at 4:52.
So this is like a few hours later. She sucked my balls.
Okay, so she's still at your place like 7. All right.
Then I hang out with my friends.
Can
later
you
that
can
day.
you send whatever? Can you send that as a screenshot, like just so I
Okay.
can? Sorry.
Yeah, I had no idea this day was gonna turn into like.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get that. Sorry. So what's the context of the picture with the friends there?
Yeah, that's just after. That's like hours, like when she leaves or whatever.
Okay.
So I hang out with friends.
All right. Okay. And this is the night that she claims like the worst happened. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, yeah, this would have to be in the same night as the alleged incidents of like oral, because I mean that's the clip. You said it's after that, so it all sounds like from her perspective that it was the same night. But Twomad isn't like sure, but I feel like you can piece a lot of it together by just going through. You have a lot of screenshots, so you could probably
You
just
you gotta be sure. Like you gotta just figure it the f out. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I'm baffled that you haven't done it yet. Like whether you're like when you're innocent, whether you're innocent or not. Like you sound. It sounds like you don't even care.
Yeah, just like random stupid bullshit.
Okay.
Wait, so that video of her walking out of your bedroom, that's like after the alleged essay?
That's the after the alleged oral, but she says like the intercourse was like essay too, but that was days ago. That one is easier to prove because there's messages of her being like I don't know if there's specifically a message for that seg, but I remember a conversation where I was like I told her I gave her signals that like I didn't like it, and then she was like I enjoyed myself.
After that oral, she said she enjoyed herself?
No, not after that oral. After sex, sex.
Okay.
After that oral, she's just walking around. I think, or it could have been before. It could have been before. I don't know. It could have been before. It could have been after. Like, if she was afraid for her life, like, it doesn't look. Could you like run away? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or wouldn't I be like worried that you'd run away or some shit or whatever? I would have to chase you, right? Like if she started to sprint from where she's at right there out the door and scream, I would have to chase her down.
Like, okay, so while she was doing these things for you, did you get the impression that she was like eager to leave or like not, really into it?
He said she was changing a light bulb.
Yeah, yeah.
He showed her she was changing a light bulb like right
The
after.
light bulb. Yeah, there was a light bulb thing. Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, she's always so deadpan. Like you know that deadpan thing that she does. Are you guys picking up on that too, or no?
Well, in the one
yes.
conversation we heard, like
But
obviously,
you
yeah.
did mention that. Is she actually on the spectrum or no?
I mean, everybody says they have autism these days. You know what I mean?
Right, okay.
Well, like, is it diagnosed?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think
Okay,
she mentioned
anyway.
it in the call. I don't-
Anyway, she's always like some similar tone of voice. It's like always talking the same.
Okay, what's the last time you interacted with her in person, right? Because the whole thing is that the spamming of messages, like the harassment, was after basically she stopped wanting to see you, right? So like, what was the final interaction that was like the last straw? Was it this night?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was like, oh, you know what it was? It was like something along at least on Discord. It was like I was like the next time I'm gonna see you is in 4 days. I'm not gonna wait that long. And then she was like, well, it's either that or nothing. And it was like, okay, I'm gonna block you. And then I blocked her.
Okay.
That's a Discord. And then maybe like I texted her or some shit.
Okay.
Basically.
That was the last time you saw her. Sorry.
Something like this. I don't know. Yeah, that could have been the last time I saw her that night. It could have been. Yeah. You know what, dude? I'm gonna go ahead and say that was the last day I saw her.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
After this night, were you you're saying this her walking away from like sucking you off? That was the last night. So
Yes,
20th
that
of
night.
January?
That night I never saw this bitch again.
Okay. All right. Fuck.
Her grandma.
And then sorry. Okay, so I could probably just check the actual messages, but like when do you start like bugging out, like basically like trying to message her and At what point did she block you, right? Because you're saying you
Okay.
blocked her. When the did she block you?
She blocked me, like March 3rd.
Oh, months later then, like a month and a half.
Oh yeah. Wait, that doesn't make sense though. Like, surely I seen her again after that. But I mean, I could just check my photos. Well, that's like a month after. So like, I wouldn't have seen her for a month if that was last night. You were my email doesn't exist there.
Your lawyer has all this, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I just don't understand why you haven't sent this to him as of yet.
You didn't ask for it.
I get the timeline down.
No, wait, no, I did send it to him.
I mean, wouldn't the lawyer help with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that might have actually been the night of last night when I saw her. It's looking like that. You know, she definitely wasn't stuck there. Like, she could have left at any moment. She was definitely free to do that. It's just like strange. I don't know. Like, you could, if you decided, it's possible that she was like, I'm gonna cancel you one day, and that's all I want. It's like, I can construe this as assault.
Yeah.
Like, I'd already touched her thigh. I'd already touched her toes. And if that's sexual assault, well, we already had sex too before that day. So that was like sexual. That was sexual assault too. So she keeps getting sexually assaulted, right? And still is just hanging out. She's just like, you talk to me badly. Because like in that video where we're talking, that's days after we have sex, if not weeks, something like that. That's her after this like happened. That's an L. That's not gonna work. Because it's like, why are you still there? It's like, it was what? Why? Because it was coerced or whatever. It's like, bro, we talked about it for days. I've negotiated that.
Yeah.
I got assaulted when you grabbed me, and then I'm like, what the f are you talking about? And I never saw her again, so I guess at that point she was like, maybe I might not see this guy again. Why?
Sorry, you were gonna send something?
No.
Do you have the that message from the guy who wrote the apology?
Yeah.
You don't have to post it here. Obviously, any of this can be left to your lawyer, but
I'll post it.
Alright, we got a screenshot here. Kind of hard to see it. We can make it out. I assume you're the one saying base. So you say based. You say
Based.
you rewrote some of it just now. So noticing if you didn't, yeah. Damn, did she unblock me before, or have I been blocked since? I don't know. She just said she'll unblock you right now. Let's see, like, screen recording of what she's saying. I want to get rid of her mindset. Bro, just send the damn apology from your words too. You're my homie. If you don't assist in all ways possible, my man, homies do that. You owe me. You DM and like this shit. Lol. I think you said all the right stuff, but it would have been better if you actually sat down and looked at the camera, because it looks like you're afraid and hiding. Nah, I want to do it in car. How's my acting though? Was it good? Like, will she believe it? You do it in car, but don't be driving. Why not? Shouldn't be acting. I'm just saying she. Okay, so basically the idea behind this is you're saying like you were clearly trying to make this apology. Like, you know, you're not sincere about it. You're pretty clear in these messages. It was all for the purpose of just getting her to unblock you.
Yep.
Okay. Was that so you could fuck her? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Glad that's cleared up, I guess.
yeah, definitely not like an ideal relationship on either end, but
That's the only one I've had.
right. And you said you have more experience now.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I
Really,
mean, either way, like, I wouldn't, over a bad relationship, I wouldn't cancel anyone, you know?
Yeah, she didn't. She's not making the right decision there. That's why I want to countersue and get.
There has to be more stuff on top of that for it to be, like proven, you know?
I don't see where the over $25,000 comes in this whole story.
That's for their lawyers because they're scamming her. Well, you know, is there?
Is she asking to be reimbursed for legal fees? What's the whole, like...
Well, if you is
Well,
it in one of the
over-
documents you linked? Because it's check marked, and she's claiming emotional like damages, psychological damages, and says that she lives in constant fear for her life.
I've got to fear for my life.
In this,
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like exaggeration stuff. It just doesn't seem like legit. Like, why are you so not afraid of him if you're so afraid of him? Like, if he's going to kill you, why are you combative? Why do you keep coming back? Let's be honest. Like, can't actually get to you, and it's like you clearly are vindictive because you posted on Twitter. There's evidence of you being vindictive. It's just like, it's not like the thing is designed to be like, I am a girl and I am a victim, but it's like, man, I'm not really like the predator type. So if I thought I was predating, I don't think I would do any of that.
What's the predator type to you?
There's somebody who just like knows what they're doing, like who knows like they're taking advantage of something. I felt like she was a formidable opponent the entire time. You gotta understand. I thought that she was in more control than I was. I didn't think I was like, she would talk about like a power dynamic or whatever. And it's like, if you ask me now, like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, but the thing is, like, she wasn't like a fan of me. She didn't even like my humor. She would get offended by the jokes that I would make.
Well, yeah, I mean the power dynamic thing is like
you have money, you're successful, like you're the guy, like that's it.
You were kind of trying to lean into that a bit though, right? With some of those messages. You were
Yeah, I was like I'm literally the coolest guy ever. Like, you should pay respect to that, something like that.
Yeah, there was one where
But
you were
the thing is, she knows, but obviously I'm a nerd dork
guy. She can tell. She literally calls me an incel. She says like, "Have you never talked to women before?"
Right.
This isn't like I have money, but I don't have like what is the word for it? I'm
Wealth.
not normal. I don't know.
You don't have
Andrew
like
Tate, you're
wealth
not
or
a Sigma?
influence or whatever.
I'm not Sigma.
Like social awareness.
Yeah, I'm like a autistic or whatever.
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck, whatever.
yeah.
Weird. Cringe. I'm cringe guy. I'm cool. I have money, but I'm cringe.
Yeah.
I'm base.
You never had like a serious girlfriend? Because I know you're 22.
No,
You never
no.
had a serious girlfriend before?
Never. Oh, that was it. That was the closest to it.
That would definitely explain a lot as far as the awkward
I'm a virgin, bro.
dynamic here.
I
thought
put
you
my
said you had
penis
sex
into
with her.
girls before. No, I had sex with her. But like the thing, okay, I call myself a virgin still. Like I put my penis into one girl for a few seconds, and another girl for like a few seconds, and I would just stop, like because I've never cooned with a woman, that's for sure. Unless it was a blowjob. But like from sex
Gotcha.
now. Since having sex with Bella, it was like I don't know, like 30 seconds, and I just stopped. So 30 seconds maybe the longest, but I didn't coon.
You just lost interest?
It wasn't good. I didn't like it. I've never had sex and I liked it. Always. It's always terrible. Always.
Right. Okay.
I just wanted to try it with Bella. Like I just like that's the point. Like
Yeah.
when I did convince her to have sex with me, it's not like I enjoyed it or something or I knew what was happening. It was like this is like new ground.
So when you were like pestering her, basically like trying to get her to or whatever, was that what did you specifically want? Okay, all right. And then when you wait up, so sorry. Then you
Again, my dick suck.
then okay. So you wait up. Were you mainly trying to get her to or mainly trying to get your dick sucked?
Honestly, yeah, I did get my dick sucked.
But you don't like kind of
Not really.
confused.
I think he wanted to explore it more with her, is what he
Yeah, I
said.
wanted to explore it.
Yeah.
I had like this strange attraction to it that I like so huge attraction to it, but I never actually enjoyed it when I got it.
Right.
So like
That's
you like the chase, like you like being like having to work for it.
I wanted to explore it. No, it's not like a chase thing. I didn't enjoy the chase either. I didn't enjoy any of that.
it's like desire though. You desired her. And
Yeah, I
then-
wanted something. I wanted sex, but it wouldn't good sex, so it would just suck every time.
Well, you just wanted something you couldn't have or felt like you couldn't get type of thing. Is that what it was?
I just wanted sex. I'm like a guy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Anyway. Okay. All right. Is there any other you want to show us or like?
I don't know. You guys have any questions? Like cross-examine me. Come on. I like that. It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like you already asked a lot of questions and got a ton of screenshots. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head unless you have anything, Gokunaru or Tom.
I'm based. You know what? It's not sexual assault because that conversation. There was enough conversation there to figure out that that's not sexual assault. No. Okay. That's the general. If we assume that the rest of our interactions are the way that it went in those videos, which it did, that's not sexual assault. This is not. Is it? Innocuous. Especially the sex. The sex is just no. What does she have on me? How are you gonna get money? How are you supposed to get money? Like harassment. It's like, did you cancel me? Weird bitch. What a lawyer will ask.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Well, apparently there's a court date in like a month, so I'll probably be looking into that when that happens.
Sorry, who joined? My bad.
It's a Cheeto.
Oh, a Cheeto. My bad. Okay. Yeah, bro. Do you have anything you wanted to ask?
No, I joined kind of late. I wasn't too sure like the full timeline. I guess I don't know if someone asked this already, but I did hear like you were on ketamine for a while. What length of time was that? Like a habit or an addiction?
Every day?
Yeah, but like from when till when? Like, are you still on ketamine?
No. I don't know when from when exactly. November to March or longer? At least November to March.
But the entire time you were seeing this girl, like you were like.
Yeah, the entire time. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I feel like for one night that was a lot of info to dump. Yeah. How are you doing in Overwatch, bro? What you've been mashing?
Popping off.
What's that?
Popping
Who do you
off.
main?
Popping off, eh? Okay. Christ.
Who do you main in Overwatch?
Tracer.
Oh wow, more of an Ana man myself.
Dub.
All right. Sorry, I was gone for a sec. Is that about it? That's probably about it, right?
Base.
I can't think of anything else. I mean, it's a lot to process. It's a lot of like information, like go back and like look at the timeline and see like the different sides.
Yeah, get a timeline down. Holy shit. Too mad, dude.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out to the stream. Too mad. Thanks for giving your side. Gokunaru, hope you have a good stream, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. See you, Tech. Later, guys.
Good night, Tom.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye, Tom.